George, psst. Are you ready to show everybody where our new home is?
Before we show you, we want to show you why the Hales would we buy where we bought.
What did you say?
I said, Jeremy, I'm a huge fan.
George is out in the parking lot. Look at that. Am I on the naughty list?
Every meeting. I'm going to ask the police. And you're going to bring the police to remove me from this.
I didn't start this war with the neighbors.
But I fully intend on winning it.
I have anxiety over the roof. And I can't take this.
Please.
I can't, sir. I cannot hear you very well. Not at all. I have to hold you up to my ear to hear you. Something is wrong. Can you please check your mic? I do not have perception of time. I don't have perception of dates and times. I do not, and my brain does not work that way. My child just fell down. You are not a nice person.
Good evening, everybody. How are you doing? My, oh my, oh my. What a day. What a day I've had. Yes, I didn't do a stream this morning. My voice was completely shot after last night. It was gone. Like, I got up this morning and I was just like, yeah, there's no way I can do this. So I am so glad that all you fine people come by. Hello, Shirley Marie. Good to see you, Debbie Webb, Rexy, Hamels Girl, Elka, Stacy, Heidi, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight, Elka. Oh, wonderful, fine people, and all of those that are not in chat, or you can't chat because, well, I do these kinds of things, so that way we don't end up with all the weird kind of bots that like to come in and cause problems. Hello, Kimberly. Good to see you. I was hungover this morning. Oh, I wasn't. Oh, man. Oh, hey, Tease T. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, yes. It is. It is going to be a wonderful night. I will. I've been working on something. It takes me a lot to build up to these things, so just have to bear with me and whenever we've got, I would say, 100 people in here, there's something that I'll cover for all you guys. So, spread the word out, get some people in here, and you will, you'll get a something very special. It's very, very heartfelt. And I think you all appreciate it. Hey, Scott Roberts, good to see you. It'll definitely be worth the wait, worth the watch. You like to smile. Even with a sore throat, your voice is still so soothing to listen to. Well, thank you, Photo Lady. I appreciate that. Yeah, and it should be healing up soon. What can I say? So I was able to get, because all of the weird stuff that's been going on, you've got the debates, I wanted to cover those. And so I've sort of slacked off a little bit on some of the Hale stuff, which I thought was really, really good. The deposition, which is like 7 hours. I mean, we're gonna go through some more of that tonight. And like I said, once we get some people in here, there's something special I've got for you. First time, looking forward to it. Oh, excellent. This will be great. Tease T, thank you so much for the 5 gifted membership, 10 gifted membership. Tease T, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is absolutely wonderful. And let me see who all got those. That would be Photo Lady got one. Thumpa Harley got one. Shelly Huckabee. MJ got one. Oh, nice. Deb Truelock. Legal Minded Friends. Karen Cole was gifted a membership. Deck Pro. I love it. Deck Pro. My name is Deck Pro. 103 got one. Iowa Farmland got one. Teresa Angel got one. Wonderful. It'll be said it'll be okay, Shizzy will be on. And then we saw the post about you not streaming. Walk 3 miles, but finished your book. Oh, sorry. Three's Angel, that's wonderful. No, it was a very, very heart-wrenching day that I was not able to, not able to come on earlier. I really wanted to stream and just sort of cover the debates from last night. But like I said, unfortunately, I was sort of not doing the greatest at that time. So it would have been nice, but that's how it goes. That's how these things happen. You can't expect too much, Can't expect too much. Hello, Funston. Good to see you, Melody. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's let me go ahead and just bring this thing up, and that way we can get started on that. And you did not miss anything on the debate. Well, I did cover the debate last night. I did cover that. Oh, hey, Wendy Bona. Oh, excellent. Hey, Shizzy, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. This is the skydiver, Wendy Bono. She is wonderful. I mean, that takes some guts. More than I've got. I've got no guts. Not like that. Diving out of a plane. Wow. Oh, yes. Gosh, I hope you're feeling better soon. Oh, I will be. This is one of those whenever you get out, you're doing all the work, and you get a bunch of insulation, and you breathe that in, and there's nastiness in there. I think that's what happened. Could be. I don't know. But it'll be fine. It's it's not like I have black lung or anything like that that I know of. No, it was just sinuses. That's what it seemed like. I wasn't the only one that got it. My wife got it too, but I think it was because she was drinking after me. As I had a glass of water, and I'd been drinking a lot of it all day. That's usually a sign that I'm getting sick whenever I drink that much water. It's probably about 3 gallons throughout the day. And then she just walked over and grabbed the cup and drank out of it. I think that's where she got it. I jump out of a perfectly good plane because she wants to. I mean, come on, Scott. Love the blue tick. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful puppy. Oh my. We've got well, I guess there's enough folks in here. I can go ahead and start on this, Yeah. Using a little bit of that elixir. Okay. I'm really bad at this, so I did have to write it out because I didn't want to make the same mistake that I did. Okay. Maybe I should just go and not show my face and just do this, the best way possible. No, I'll just go ahead and show my face. That's fine. Okay. This is really hard for me to do. I normally don't do this, so bear with me. Okay. First and foremost, I do want to send heartfelt apology to all individuals far more intellectually advanced than I am, particularly the ones I so thoughtlessly referenced as artards. If there was an IQ showdown, I'd be that person who forgets to tie my Velcro laces and put on my hockey gear, just to be safe. So when I made that comparison, it wasn't just inaccurate, it was downright offensive to those brilliant minds who ride the short bus through life. Secondly, we need to talk about the whole toothless pod situation. Oh, toothless pods, I could have been less offensive to welfare recipients. It is not your fault the family tree is straight and short like my attention span. I called you too whoreless, and I have no idea what was happening in my brain in that moment. Maybe my fingers were doing their own thing, sort of like a pool noodle in a hurricane. And to compare you to whores was insulting to the profession. You would never accept money. Honestly, too whoreless. Even autocorrect should have disowned me for that one. I made some dumb mistakes in my life, like peeing on the third rail for shock value. But this was on another level. So I apologize to the honorable member of Toothless Pods. You didn't deserve to have your good name through the muddy waters of my brain. Let's be clear, there is no such thing as too whoreless product. service or company. If there were, I'd probably still manage to screw that name up too. Maybe call it 3 Whore Eyes or next time just to keep the pattern going. And last but certainly not least, Bubbles. I've got something to say. Now, Bubbles, I apologize. I really do. I'm sorry for all the times you've tried to get on streams, and I just stood there, arms crossed like a bouncer at the world's most disappointing nightclub. But let's get one thing straight. This isn't because you're completely worthless. Far from it. I mean, everyone has some kind of worth, right? Even a stale potato chip at the bottom of a bag serves a purpose. They remind us that life is fleeting and full of crunchy disappointment. But Bubbles, in your case, it's not about worthlessness. It's about something deeper and much, much more profound. Morals. Yes, Bubbles, morals. And let's just say that your supply seems to be a bit lacking. It's not that I'm saying you're morally bankrupt, but if you were a store, there'd be tumbleweeds rolling down the ethics aisles and the shelves would be stocked with discounted bad decisions. And for that reason, as much as you try, and boy, do you try, I'm still not going to let you on. It's not personal, Bubbles. Well, okay, maybe it's a little personal, but it's mostly about principles, that thing that guides us through life so we don't end up trying to sell black market hamsters, roast turtles on an open spit, poop in buckets, or something equally questionable. So, Bubbles, I am sorry, but the answer is still no. No hard feelings, though, right? I mean, if we're ever to run into each other at some awkward social event, I'll still wave from across the room. Just don't try to get too close to the moral compass I'm trying to salvage. And in conclusion, I do promise to do much better. Next time, I will promise to include everything if I desire to write another email. I doubt it, but you never do know. And I did write some songs to commemorate this occasion. I do hope that you find them quite enjoyable. If I can locate them, they're here somewhere. I'm really bad at this. Oh my! But look, hello.
Hey. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. What's going on with you?
Oh, I was just tuning in to hear these terrific songs of yours. The apology was pretty hysterical. I liked that.
Thank you. I thought it was very heartfelt, and I try to include everybody. So if I missed anybody, just let me know.
How you doing with your senior citizen self?
I am actually
doing all right today. How's your hips? Your hips okay?
My hips are a little. Well, you were doing yoga earlier today. I could never do that. I would break something.
In retrospect, I think it looked pretty terrible, but whatever. I needed something to keep me from, having an anxiety attack listening to that voice. My God.
Does it sound that bad?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It makes your blood pressure rise the second it starts. I'd have my camera turned on, but I left it on the porch, and I was too lazy to go get it. So I don't have a camera tonight.
Well, I did write a few songs, and they're the best way to put it is it's in the Suno, so that it'll show like the lyrics, which are really weird. So if don't pay any attention to it, because it takes a while to write these things.
I'm totally into it. I want to hear these songs.
Well, it started out as a very simple one. Man, this one right here that I can't show it. So it started really, really good. Let me see if I can share the whole damn screen. Nope, that's not. See, I'm such a noob at this. Let's see, entire screen. What is that, right? Window.
The word you're looking for is not noob, it's boomer. Because you're an elderly person.
I am
possibly
an elderly
disabled. Possibly a disabled elderly person.
This, because I love the way that you phrased this. You said "artards," and so I spelled it out. It's chasing artards on short buses.
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Let's give it a listen.
Okay.
In the trailer park tonight, welfare broads are looking for a fight, shouting loud under the moon. Chaos gonna come real soon. Hair is pulled, clothes are torn, trash talk flying since the morn. Been in that room going on a week, stain-filled rooms of dirty sheets. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube, no better than a poop bucket, that I'll tell you. Feckless hearts and minds, so jealous. Lawyers peek through broken blinds, gossip spreads, they're intertwined. Attacking old men riding the short bus in this tobacco smoke-filled haze, such a fuss. Fists are thrown, tears are crying, yeah, they got no place to hide. Drama queens as they all know, chasing old names, it is just a show. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube, no better than a poop bucket, that I'll tell you. Feckless hearts and minds, so jealous. Lawyers peek through broken blinds, gossip spreads, they're intertwined. Attacking old men riding a short bus in this tobacco smoke-filled haze, such a fuss. Fists are thrown, tears are crying, yeah, they got no place to hide. Drama queens as they all know, chasing old names, it is just a show. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube, no better than a poop bucket, that I'll tell you. Feckless hearts and minds, so jealous.
Yeah, so that was the first one.
I loved it.
Well, it's
loved
it's got a nice tempo to it, a good beat. So I thought that was pretty good. The next
I also
one,
think it really got your point across. I mean, you know, what they're doing, threatening an old man like you who rides the short bus is just, it's wrong.
it's reprehensible. But I did think that
elder abuse, Shizzy.
it is
elder abuse.
It hurt my feelings to write that apology, because I'm not one for good apologies. But I hope the songs make up for it. So this is the next one. Here we go.
Ooh, there's some Australian beat here. The old didgeridoo.
Yeah.
In that trailer park tonight, the welfare broads are looking for a fight, shouting loud under the moon. Chaos gonna come real soon. Hair's pulled, clothes are torn, trash talk flying since the morn. Been in that room going on a week, stank-filled rooms of dirty sheets. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube, no better than a poop bucket, that I'll tell ya. Feckless hearts and minds, so jealous. Lawyers peek through broken blinds, gossip spreads, they're intertwined. Attacking old man riding the short bus in this tobacco smoke-filled haze, such a fuss. Fists are thrown, tears are crying. Chasing no names, it is just a show. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube. No better than a blue bucket, that I'll tell ya. Feckless hearts and minds so jealous. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube's no better than a poop bucket, that I'll tell ya. Feckless hearts and minds so jealous.
Very creative. Very creative. JKD Buck 76 says, "How about we didgeridoo? Big outro."
You like that?
Yeah. I like the big outro.
Yeah. See,
It's still not done. It's still going.
no, it's a big outro. It's big.
It's still going. Well, that was very creative.
Well, thank you. I do this all the time. Like, I don't know where I came up with the Sunos thing. I think I was watching you, but then I thought there was one that really needed to be done, and because I thought it just needed to be a little more soothing, so I tried this one.
This sounds serious. What? Nice. A little upright bass.
Yeah. And the voice on this is awesome.
Trailer park night. Welfare broads are looking for a fight. Shout aloud.
I like the AI artwork too.
Chaos gonna come real soon. Hair is pulled, clothes are torn, trash talk flying since the morn. Been in that room, going on a week. Stank-filled rooms with dirty sheets. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube. No better than a poop bucket, they'll tell you. Feckless hearts and I'm so jealous. As lawyers peek through broken blinds, gossip spreads, they're intertwined. Attacking old men, riding the short bus. In this tobacco smoke-filled haze, such a fuss.
Shameful behavior.
Fists are thrown, tears are cried. Yeah, they got no place to hide.
I'm dancing, you just can't see me.
Queens, as they all know, chasing no names, it is just a show. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube's no better than a poop bucket, they'll tell you. Feckless hearts and I'm so jealous.
Yeah, better.
I was waiting for the big ending.
Get him
It's-
from Megan Pocket. We'll duck you to the city of my Cherry and debut
hell?
before your fine line.
I don't know.
Thank you
What's
so much for
happening here?
truly manning pocketers, juries, Mumami
What?
Mat, Jinsi.
What was that?
I don't know. Oh, that's not the one.
Wait.
Well, maybe it is. Oh, this is
No,
a
we
different
already
one.
heard this one.
Oh, this is a different one.
With the didgeridoo, we heard this.
Oh, trust me, this is different.
Oh, in the trailer park tonight.
Oh.
Welfare broads are looking for a fight. Shouting loud under
Good
the moon.
beat.
Chaos gonna come real soon. Hair is pulled, clothes are torn. Trash talk flying since the morn. Been in that room going on a week. Stain-filled rooms of dirty sheets. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube's no better than a poop bucket, that I'll tell ya. Feckless hearts and minds so jealous.
Oh yeah, that's a mouth harp. be one of those mouth harp things.
Lawyers peek through broken blinds.
That's
Gossip
didgeridoo.
spreads their intertwine.
I hear there's a didgeridoo underneath, but that other thing, I think that's a mouth harp.
That could be.
Not the thing above the didgeridoo. The didgeridoo is the bass.
Fist of thrones, here's a cry. Yeah, they
That's an
got no
808
place to hide. Drama queens, as they all know, chasing no names that
It's a good beat.
Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube's. No better than a poop bucket, that I'll tell ya. Fakeless hearts and minds so jealous.
I love this. This is my favorite one.
Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube's. No better than a poop bucket, that I'll tell ya. Fakeless hearts and minds so jealous.
That is better than anything I've heard on the radio lately. I think those K-pop guys would like this beat.
I think so.
Suno impresses the hell out of me.
But you also have to know how to type stuff in there to make it work. It's the
True,
trick to
you
it.
do. I mean, I wrote an entire Broadway musical with it.
I know. I saw that. I'm like, what the hell?
Out of emails. It was fantastic. Turns out Dick Angrist writes very poetically.
He does.
He does. He writes in very musically. Much more musically than I do. I had to really work to make my emails fit into song format. But his emails really just flow. I didn't have to change anything. All I had to do was repeat a couple of lines and it was like magic.
It just works perfectly. I know. And I honestly, I just wrote a few things in there, wanted to, make sure that I apologized to Bubbles and, make sure that he was all understood, the situation.
Bubbles melatonin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I still don't know who he is, but I'm sure he's important somewhere.
I don't know either. Did you read his motion for summary judgment? He's very desperate that someone should read that.
Oh no, but didn't you guys read that the other night? I should probably read that at some point.
Did we read it? No. No,
You didn't?
because
Huh.
he Bubbles came onto my stream that was not about any of this. I was doing a stream about medically kidnapped children. That was a very serious topic. And he came into my stream and hijacked it and tried to make it all about him and demanded that I read it. So that night, Tug and I pulled it up and we pretended like we were going to read it. But we didn't read it.
That's so beautiful.
I was like, Tug, how about you start? And he goes, okay. Blah, 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 stupid. I'm not going to read this shit. That was last night.
Oh my.
You just can't make me do things. It doesn't work that way. That's just not
No.
how it works. You can't tell me
No.
I have to do something.
No, being forced to do something is never any fun. You're just like,
No.
I mean, I watch this stuff because I find it interesting. I mean, I'll tell you, how many people watched me cover the debate? Probably hardly anybody. But there was a lot of people there. They came and went throughout the night. We had fun. I had Rosalind and Mo in the deep end. We're all just hanging out, just talking shit the whole night. What is so hard about that? And if somebody's getting upset, don't do stupid shit on the internet. Not hard.
Yeah, I know. And, it's like they have never noticed that there's an entire genre of entertainment out there on YouTube revolving around court cases, depositions.
Yeah.
And we've been covering these things for a really long time, and we cover them all the same way. If you had watched any of Maya Kowalski coverage, my God, we were destroying that defense team regularly memeing the hell out of Ethan Shapiro and all those, and then nonsense going on at JHatch. And we call it John Shopkins All Prisoners Hospital. This this is not new. They're not special. LIEnette Preston is not special. She's just one more in a
No.
long line of people who got herself the attention of LawTube. Sorry, but it'll peter out eventually. You
It
know,
will.
when she stops with all her craziness, it'll stop, and we'll move on to the next court case and do it
Yeah.
again.
Like I don't know her. I don't reach out to her. I don't talk to her. I have no desire to. And I, you know,
Me
and
either.
I also took heart to what Jeremy said early on. He was like, please don't go after her and attack her or go showing up at her house or calling people on her or anything like that. Let us handle this in court. That's where we're supposed to handle it. I was like, very well said. I mean, that right there is somebody that's saying, listen, you know, we'll handle this how it needs to be handled in court, and don't go on the attack of, you know, going after her.
Mm,
And
right.
whenever we saw the deposition, I was like, oh my God, this is like beautiful. And that was
It's
only
gold.
a piece of it. I was
It's
like,
gold.
it's like if I was in a deposition and I acted like that and it was recorded, oh my God, please
You'd
play
be in
it.
contempt. Oh yeah, right. Please play it. Please make fun of me. Yeah, look, I've seen a lot of depositions. In fact, I watch them for entertainment, and I'm always telling people about Sean McMillan's channel at Caps and Stems Law, because all he does is depositions, and they're awesome. They're CPS social workers who like take kids and steal kids and stuff, and they never have warrants. It's great to watch. But literally, I've seen 100 of these. I've never seen anything like this ever in my life. And it's
No.
thinking that people are not going to cover this. That's not reality. Bubbles, that's not reality. You've got lawyers and journalists who've never seen anything like this. It's going to be top billing, sir.
Yes. Yes. I mean, because I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I mean, my wife is, but I'm not a lawyer. Like I said, I am the artard. I am the guy that wears Velcro shoes. And usually on weekends I wear hockey gear and I'm not on the team. It's okay. But
Yeah.
even I'm laughing this off. Oh Jesus, Yamaha. Don't make me throw you in timeout.
No, it's good stuff though.
Yeah. Yamaha's good people. Don't you dare mess with him, people.
I missed it. I was off the screen.
Oh,
Shoot. I'm
oh,
probably
he was giving me. He said Shizzy pisses me off all the time. He'll never know it's me with the flaming bag of dog crap.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no way that this wasn't going to get covered. You know who I think needs to see this deposition is Law Talk with Mike.
Oh my God.
I think we might want to pull Law Talk with Mike in now.
We'd have so much fun with this. Just because isn't he in Florida?
Chicago.
I thought he was in Florida.
Well, he
I'm
might be
thinking of
traveling,
this-
but he lives in Chicago. He usually broadcasts from Chicago.
Oh, I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm sorry. Yes, Law Talk with Mike. I know who you're talking about. Yes. Yes.
Well, he kind of picked up on the Tonsil Twins case because that ended up on his desk, and he called it the "Who's Your Daddy" case, and then she sent him a cease and desist. Oh, good times. Good times.
Oh,
I don't know what he would think about this, but I would imagine his facial expressions would be so good. Somebody send this depo to Law Talk with Mike. Hurry up and send it to him. It's too good not to share the wealth, you know?
No, because it's comedic gold. And I mean, I really feel bad for Jeremy having to sit through this deposition, just like scratching his head, going, "Can't you just answer a simple question?" I mean, this could have been
4 parts now I've sat through, and the entire thing, I swear to God, is just Randy going, "Ma'am, you interrupted me again. You didn't let me finish my question. You have to let me finish the question, and then you answer, and just let me finish." And she just can't. This has gone on for 4 hours now.
I shake I shake my noodle at it. I just don't have. It's just. And see, that's the thing. This is like a small portion of the content that I cover. I mean, I've got everything from Bridgemore. If you go back to some of my old streams, I covered a bunch of cults and
Cults.
I mean,
Yeah, we were going to do a cult stream. We
Yeah.
were talking about doing a cult stream at some point, which we should do because that would
You-
be interesting.
You pick the cult because I mean, I dove into a bunch of like really old cults. One of my absolute favorites was meeting the leader of the Church of the Subgenius. Absolutely,
I've never
wonderful.
heard of that one. The Church of the
You've never heard of the
Subgenius?
Yes, praise Bob.
No, I've never. No.
Oh my
Of
God.
all the cults though that I could have joined, I think the one for me would have been the one that was featured in Netflix called Wild Country, Osho's cult. The
Yeah.
thing is that it always goes bad when it turns into a sex cult. Couldn't they have done that without the wife swapping? As soon as the wife swapping starts going, it's all downhill from there. Nobody really likes wife swapping. Everyone thinks they do until they're in it, and then they don't.
Well, there's one up in Michigan that's really keeps gaining traction, and it sort of went underground a little bit since they got exposed. It's the two flames or double flames.
Oh, twin flames. Twin flames. Right. And then they ran out of men. And so now everyone's a lesbian. Very funny. Very funny stuff.
Yeah.
Very funny stuff.
I covered a lot of that. I was just like, oh my God, this. And I had to do most of that over on Rumble. Because it was.
Oh, the cult stuff? Because they wouldn't let you do it on.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Some of it gets, because it's like some of it, the only information you get is off of like Netflix and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I can't show this on YouTube. They'll copyright me.
You want to see my favorite? You want to see my favorite Osho clip?
Oh,
It
yes.
actually it goes along with the theme tonight.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.
That's true. That's true.
Oh.
I love this guy. Do you see why I could join his cult? Like, that's a guy whose cult I could join. For one, his voice is very hypnotic. I can imagine sitting there and like really zoning out to that. But for two, when he comes up with stuff like that, out of nowhere, just slay, man, slay. I love it. I love everything about it.
Yes. Yeah.
When they start swapping wives where it gets weird. Like, couldn't we just build a town and like have our own police force and swap and have no money and just grow vegetables and stuff? Do we have to do the wife swapping? Is that
well? And there was the one that like armed himself and got really super crazy up in Canada, and he had like 5, 6, 7, 10 wives and was like he went like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like he was showing up in like that the local town, and he would use his wives, whatever, and they would basically prostitute themselves out and steal in the process of doing it.
Not like a cult, but more like a criminal enterprise.
Well, it was a cult. I mean, he was very, very religious. I mean, very religious. Where that was his whole spiel. And then I also covered
yes,
John
multiple
Todd.
wives, always a sign of a very religious man.
Yes. Well, John Todd was a perfect example of that. So John Todd was back in the 80s, 70s and 80s. This guy all of a sudden got this really big following because he was a witch that went and found God, and he said that he was involved.
Oh, I told you this was the guy who
Hollywood.
probably taught at my church.
very big possibility that he showed up there. If you were in
He was a
California,
super
that's
weirdo. No,
yeah,
it was in Chicago, but I mean, it was one of the hubs, you know, these
yeah.
traveling preachers would come through and make the rounds.
I would bet that he was. And there was another one that followed in his footsteps, but John Todd, and I read through his court case. So he got thrown in prison for essay on 2 of his karate students that were underage.
Ew.
And then whenever he got thrown in jail, he requested to get, well, he got thrown in a mental institution, but he requested to have their underwear from the case because
What?
it was like evidence. He wanted the underwear from the case,
Wait a minute.
and so they
Not
filed.
too ridiculous.
He filed an appeal. Okay, so this is a
I
guy
can
that
just
went
imagine the
from,
prosecutor is like, "Sir, we cannot give you underwear in discovery."
God,
Sir.
I think I still have it somewhere. Because just reading through it, oh my gosh, it was the wildest crap that you've ever seen in your life. I've got to find this because it was, I mean, it was the cult stuff that I was covering. Just it got crazy. Let me see if I can find it. Because I save all this kind of stuff. There it is. On Todd. Let me find this right here.
Yeah, Wild Wild Country on Netflix was really good though. If you guys want to see a really good cult documentary, that one it's really something. It looked like a lot of fun right up until the wife swapping happened. Really, it did. It looked like so much fun. Just like trading and everyone's being nice to one another and they dance all day in the lawn. Like I could do that. I could get down with that. But the wife swapping is where I draw the line.
Yeah,
If they could just not do that, I think the cults would survive. You know, they'd become more like communes instead of but in all of the communes that started out like in the 60s from that movement like ended up falling apart for the very same they all became sex cults and they all fell apart instead of just being cooperative communes, you know.
Oh yeah.
MG Law, I see you.
MG is awesome.
That's right, brother. It's not a good idea.
See if I've got
every time.
No, I saved a lot of these things. I like went through a whole bunch of them, like the Nexium, the QAnon, Ruby Ridge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and that
Nexium
was the other
weird,
thing.
too.
So Ruby Ridge, the people that were in Ruby Ridge, they were followers of John Todd.
Really?
And they took to heart what he had to
that
say.
I didn't know. I did not know that.
Did not know that either, but he was it's Collins versus Hughes. He was a conspiracy theorist. I just want to see if I've got the
John Todd was a weird looking guy.
Well, he was like 6'2" or something like that, and just scrawny looking. And I think that's Columbia, South Carolina. That's not the one. There's a particular document that I pulled up, and it was just like, oh my gosh, this is just it is such worth the read. Whenever you hear it,
chick tracks that he did, the chick.
Oh yeah,
those chick tracks. They used to make us hand those out at church. We'd have to like go to the apartment buildings nearby and like knock on doors and hand them out. It was very embarrassing.
Here it is.
Those chick tracks were weird, man. Weird. They were like comic books, but for end of the world apocalyptic stories. Like if you don't come to church, you're gonna get left behind and eaten by a giant cricket. Or what do you call those things? A locust. A giant locust is gonna rip your head off in the
Yeah, so I have the FBI document on him, which I also read, which was really interesting because it goes through all his alias names. This particular, oh my God, this guy was so just like off the freaking rails. And once you hear it, you're just going to go, that can't be true. But it's all there in black and white. It is his court cases that were just so wild. You see, Illuminati, James, just content upload was reduced. I think it was maybe this one. Collins v. Hughes. I did a web archive on it on the Wayback Machine because I didn't want to lose this one. Yes.
Giant crickets, Teresa. Not just any crickets. Giant monster crickets. I think that's what I read in Revelation, right? Something about giant crickets.
Yes. Crickets. I love crickets.
Locust crickets. What's the difference? Aren't they the same thing? Frankly, those spider crickets freak me the fuck out. If you've ever seen one of those leaping around your basement, that'll wake you up.
Yeah, if you find this particular court case, and I'll present what I'm talking about. There's quite a bit more to this, and I have it somewhere.
What other monsters of the apocalypse are there in Revelation? I know there's crickets and
yeah. So this was the opinion.
Are there cicadas?
Yeah, cicadas. so this
cicadas.
He changed his name while he was in the South Carolina Department of Mental Health Behavior Disorders Treatment Program pursuant to the Carolina Sexually Violent Predator Codes. So it says specifically plaintiff claims that he is not allowed to attend group religious services for Wiccans, group worship claim. He is forced to watch drug addiction treatment videotapes that incorporate non-Wiccan religious elements, video claim. Dr. Jose Chavez demanded plaintiff renounce his religious beliefs and withdraw certain lawsuits in order to be released. Defendant fails to properly show grievance policy. Defendant's power and rights verbally abuse him or insulted his religious beliefs. And defendants illegally seized some of his female clothing as contraband, female undergarments claim. He seeks injunctive relief and monetary damages. So what it boils down to, and I'll get to that, because that one like threw me off. I was like, what the hell? Female undergarments claim. Plaintiff alleges the defendants Rice and Abney confiscated his homemade female undergarments.
Well, that makes
as contraband.
That makes it all the difference in the world, Shizzy. I mean, if he worked on those by hand and slaved away, with the needle and thread on that, well, then, yeah, maybe he's entitled to have them back. I'm going to have to see some proof, though, that he did this.
Well,
were they crocheted undergarments?
I think they were. And I believe they were. In their objections, defendant provides affidavits that state plaintiff has been seen by other residents changing his clothing and otherwise displaying himself in the female undergarments to other residents. The court agrees with the defendants that given the nature of the SVP, which is, the sexual thing, goals of the program, plaintiff could pose a serious security threat by changing and being half-clothed in his homemade women's underwear.
That's a new one.
Well, in plain view of other residents in the program, the very nature of the SVP unit and residents' participation in the BDP sufficiently support the confiscation.
I don't know if you know about crochet, Shizzy, but there's a lot of holes in crochet.
That's the point.
Just saying. I don't think that these would be, modest underwear, if you know what I mean.
It's a cross-dressing thing.
You're not allowed to say that. He has gender dysphoria. There's no such thing as cross-dressing anymore, Shizzy. Wake up, get woke.
This is back in the 80s.
Well, they were a bunch of bigots. They were a bunch of bigots. There's no such thing as, we all know. He was a she. We should be calling her she at this point. That's what they tell me.
I'm sure there was lots of Hershey in those undergarments. Court finds the defendant's confiscation of female undergarments was legitimate given the institutional security issues interference with the recovery programs. Therefore, the court grants defendant summary judgment on this claim. Yeah, that was the one that I was like, okay, so this guy went from joining a religion to teaching a religion the whole while he was. And one of the biggest complaints, and whenever I started going through it, was that he was doing this in the most disgusting way. He was going to the churches, and then he was finding the teenage girls and inviting them to come over for Bible study. Yikes. And then he was giving them witchcraft books and teaching them that and telling them that this is the way and this is how it's supposed to be, and sort of like grooming them in there.
Yikes.
Dude was twisted. And I mean, he never got the cult level, but
You know what? Really, all you had to do to know he was twisted was read the chick tracks. I mean, those things scared the hell out of me. They were scary.
I've got all of his tapes that he recorded on the
Ugh.
all like 8 tapes, and the reason that I remember the name and I remember the story is because he was always talking about Star Wars and crap like that being like with witches, and that's how they're trying to get to you. Because my mother bought into that shit. Like I had Star Wars sheets and I had like this Millennium Falcon and R2D2 and all. I mean, I had like all the whole thing. And my mother like flipped out whenever she read that, grabbed everything of that, threw it into a burn pit, and watched me I got to watch while all my toys burned.
Oh no. Oh my God. Oh no, Shizzy, that's so bad. This guy really, he was responsible for a lot of childhood trauma. We weren't allowed to watch television. My dad wasn't really into it, so my dad would save us from a lot of it because my dad would be like, no, they're allowed to watch TV because I'm allowed to watch TV, so they can watch TV, but my mom would really crack down on how much and what, we weren't allowed to watch anything that wasn't on PBS pretty much. No rock and roll music because she believed all of the stuff was backmasking.
Yes.
I didn't have to watch my toys burn because I was just never allowed to have any toys that were anywhere near the occult. So I didn't have to watch and burn. I just wasn't allowed to have them. I'm actually surprised she let me have My Little Pony because a couple of years ago when my girls were little and they were into My Little Pony, they were watching the cartoon. And I happened to walk in while this they were like calling up the spirit of a chaos in this thing. Like they were waking up this spirit from an ancient stone, and this demon comes out of the stone and just starts creating fights between all of them. And I was like, oh, that's the last My Little Pony show you're ever gonna watch, because this is just insane. So I didn't take it to the extreme, but it was like, wow, that's some weird children's programming right there. And it wasn't like it had a decent ending where they decided that they wanted to get along. It was just total chaos. It was weird. My Little Pony is a strange show.
Well, whenever you got guys that are into that, the bronies, I think is what they call them. Now
right.
That's what Governor Walz reminds me of. The guy that's running for vice president with camel toe.
Oh no,
he reminds me of a brony.
I did not need that mental picture. I did not need that.
You can see him wearing the little tail though. So
God, do you know how they get those on? I'm not going to tell you. Oh Lord Jesus, the offense. I rebuke this entire conversation. I disavow all of this. I need some holy water. Like the power of Christ compel you.
That's what it is.
This is terrible. I saw, but you know what I did see on Twitter the other day? I saw a hilarious video. I guess it wasn't that hilarious, of some poor kid being traumatized by a furry in public. So this furry is like walking out of a Starbucks, like full head and everything. And this poor little 2-year-old is just screaming in terror that there's a giant animal in the Starbucks, and nobody is doing anything to like make this poor kid feel better. I'm like, this is what we've come to. Like we've come to grown ass adults terrifying the children of Earth for their weird sex fetishes in public. Like, do we need to be animals in public? Can you do the furry thing at your convention and just, call it a day?
It's either that or he doesn't cover himself and wears the diaper downtown.
Oh God! All right, I'll take the furries. If I have to choose, I'll take the furry.
Yeah, don't ever go to a furry convention. That would be like the worst thing. From what I hear, I don't know this for a fact, but from what I hear, there's a lot of sweating and grinding that goes on in those costumes.
God!
And there's no release. I mean, That's the worst part about it. So it's just can you imagine? And the laundromat must just like, what in the hell is this guy doing?
Oh no. No.
Just think, Walls is doing that. Like, oh man.
When do we go back? When do we go back to like, normal times? Can we just
He's
make
not
him?
much
Can we
taller than
make?
Pamela.
Let's make America normal again. Can we do that before the furries?
We've been trying, but I didn't realize that. But he's about the same height as she is. So he's a tiny little dude.
I don't have much to say about either one of them, except I didn't watch the debate. I didn't even know it was on. I didn't even know it was on until people were like, I can't believe you're not watching it. I'm like, not watching what? I seriously didn't even know. That's how checked out I am into all this political stuff. Yeah, I dedicated half my life to it, and it really didn't help anything. So why should I dedicate the last half of my life to it? I really feel like I've done enough. I've done enough. It's your turn. It's you people's turn. I've done enough.
You people's. No, see, that was the thing. And I really wanted to see the. You want me to go ahead and pull this up?
Yeah, so I didn't see the debate, but I did see this on Twitter. And this,
yes.
Have you seen this? This is so great. This is everything I needed to know about the debate in 3 minutes. Do you guys want to see this? Because it's really great.
All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get on into it. We about to do a recap on the debate last night. Hi, how are y'all doing today? Yes, let's go ahead. My name is Queen Petty Lex, the self-appointed Speaker of the House. That's because I appointed my motherfucking self to speak for the House.
I love this woman. Can we please appoint her to everything ever? Like, just put her in charge. I feel like America would be in a better spot.
I'm about to tell y'all exactly what Mr. Puff said and what Miss Kamala said at the debate last night. All right, so let's get up into it. Mr. Puff said that Kamala Harris ain't got a plan. She ain't never got a damn plan. And the only thing that she know how to do is run spot run. He said that he ain't got time to play. He don't give a what she got to say because only thing she gonna say is not a goddamn thing. And him said he don't know why the hell y'all keep asking him, but he gonna tell y'all again anti-ways. He said he gonna close up them damn borders.
Anti-ways. Oh, I'm gonna put that in my vocabulary. Anti-ways.
Anti-ways.
Anti-ways. He can tell you all again. Anti-ways. I gotta hear that again because it's so funny.
Anti-ways. He said he gonna close up them damn borders so them people won't come up in here and hurt our peoples and take our damn job. He said he had the strongest economy in the world that our history has ever seen until they came in and tore it the hell on up with the help of China. Then he went on to talk about how our current president is weak as shit, and then she started all of this damn cackling, and he ain't like that too much. He looked over there where he ain't look at her at all. He ain't even side out the bitch the whole debate, y'all. But anyways, he told her, "Excuse me, be quiet, I'm talking," and she was madder than a bit of baby mama being denied child support. I was like, damn. Anyways, then Kamala ain't got a Blues Clues having ass talk about Trump ain't got a plan, along with a whole lot of Nathan. Trump said, "Liar. If that's the case, then won't you march your goofy ass down there to the White House and do all this shit that you talk about that you to do right now? You had 3.5 years and you ain't done
right now. 3.5 years.
Shit. And sat up there and gave back the same job that you talk about.
God, I love her.
Do right now. You had 3.5 years and you ain't done shit. And sat up there and gave back the same jobs I gave pre-COVID. Refunded the bullshit. I was like, yo, Trump is really giving her all the smoke. Okay, he is eating, baby, like at a Golden Corral buffet. Then the goofy ass moderator gonna sit up there and ask Mr. Puff about AB rights. He said, "Didn't I tell you motherfuckers what the hell I said about that shit that I was sending back to the States?" Damn, he's asking me the same damn thing. So I don't agree with the shit, but at least I'm allowing the states to deal with it. You know, what about Kamala? How about, do you agree with women getting unalive their children at 6, 7, 8, 9 months old? All she can do is just sit up there and say Nathan. And then Trump said that's all she ever do is talk about a bunch of Nathan. Then she had the nerve to sit up there and say that Mr. Puff was born. Excuse me, ma'am. Ain't nobody come see you, Otis. That's what Mr. Puff told her. 2.5 people at your damn crowd. You know, dusty ass reporter gonna sit up there and try to set up Trump, talk about something. So did you want the other side to win? Y'all know how TikTok do. Trump said, listen, let me tell you something. If I was president, this shit would have never happened. Putin, my ninja. And if the other side wants to smoke, then ask that motherfucker.
My ninja.
My ninja,
My ninja. Putin, my ninja. Putin, my
If the
ninja.
other side wants to smoke, then ask that motherfucker that I showed his damn house on the map. Fuck around and find out. That's the end of the damn discussion. I said what the hell I said. Don't just sit up here and keep asking us what the hell Mr. Puff had to say. Go vote. Damn. On my damn nerves.
Oh my god!
I need her to have a cabinet position. That's all I want from this election cycle is that woman. I need that woman in office somewhere. Somewhere.
No, you need this woman in office. If you hadn't seen her, she's a little more serious. That last one is fun. This was a little more serious. I'll try to be, but you know.
She was like the female version of Samuel L. Jackson. Yes.
Yes. This one.
Oh, I have seen this.
X, who told us that the white liberal is the worst enemy to the black man.
Yes.
And it is coming up in here acting like y'all representing some social justice.
Say that,
but all along,
Say
all
that.
you're doing is trying to use black people
Say
to
that.
find a reason to make some money.
Say
Let me
that.
tell y'all something over there.
I love this. Cut to them. Now pause. Pause. Pause on these
Black
woke
America.
areas.
Oh my god! Pause!
Wait.
Damn it! Pause!
You have to go
Pause.
back. You have to go back and look at their faces. Look at these.
They're
This
just
is
like,
This is the best part. When she's pointing them out, she's like, all y'all over there. You know who you are.
just like all 6 of them.
They're all white. Look at how uncomfortable they are. They're like, but we're Democrats. Why is she so angry?
We're doing this for you because you don't have any agency. You're not smart enough for this.
Sit down and let us do the heavy lifting, ma'am.
Yes, we got this.
We've been taking care of you for decades. They're so confused. The guy in the glasses on the end, look at him. He's shitting his shorts right now.
He's like, she's about to come over here and hit me. I remember that from high school. It wasn't nice.
I don't think he's like, I think I'm going to ask security to walk me to the parking lot. This is so good. Oh, this is the part of this video that made me bust out laughing was the looks on their faces.
Especially the mom there. So they're like got her hand like this because she was like me.
She's like, but I'm so tolerant and I'm so liberal and I love everything you love.
That is so true. Jack Buck absolutely did not want the white liberals leading black movements, but that's what they've been doing for the past couple of decades.
Probably why he was shot. Let's just be completely honest about that, because people who say that kind of stuff don't usually get to keep saying it, if you know what I mean.
No, they don't.
It's a dangerous thing to say.
It is so dangerous.
Use the Black America.
Come in here and go clean it up.
That Blondie's face was hilarious.
Just do like that Tulsa lady. You better get up out the Democratic Party. Save yourself. Because if y'all don't, we coming for your seats. We ain't taking no disrespect from a bunch of people who have broken into the country and now have completely broke the city, have completely disgraced the United States of America. America is a disgrace. The number one function of a president is to be the commander-in-chief. You tell me anything about a Kamala Harris that look like she can protect this country after y'all have sat up here and they get it overridden with a bunch of illegals. Y'all have sat up here and put America's hands in all kind of wars. And you telling me a tampon man that ran from duty, Kamala Harris don't know what race she is, gonna protect this country? The devil is a lie.
The devil is a liar.
He's a liar.
The devil is a liar. Oh my God. She's great.
Yes.
I'd vote for her too.
Yes.
I'd vote for her
Those two for vice president.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's time for new blood. It's time for a change of guard. Everybody's too old. I mean, no offense, Shizzy. I know you're a senior citizen and everything, but
It happens. It
it's time
happens.
to hand the banner to the younger generations and have grandma and grandpa step off the stage for a while. It's time for you to go. Time for the grandma and grandpas out there running the country, all of them, to go and knit and sit on a porch and enjoy their grandchildren for their remaining years, instead of, I don't know, go to the salon and get their skin bathed in the blood of infants so that they can survive another day like Nancy Pelosi. Like, what? Seriously, what is she doing? Do they just put her in like a cryo chamber every night? And maybe an oxygen chamber, and then, like, they push her out there in the morning and take her. I don't know how she's still doing what she's doing at 179.
Well, you know what's in the orchestra pit. That's where they keep all the old people after they step off stage.
Well, it's time. It's time. We need to have like age limits, term limits, and age limits.
Yeah, I think term limits on like a lot of staff more so than the politicians. The staff is what runs it in the first place.
They're all 20.
I mean,
they're all
they're
20
not.
years old. Are you serious?
Not.
You think that the staffers in Capitol Hill aren't 20-year-old TikTok stars? Because most of them seem to
they
be.
were. They were. See, they get put in that position. Though it is a revolving door of interns. Now the interns they come and go. Just ask Bill. But they have long-term staff members that are there and have been there for decades, and they do not want to give up those jobs because here's the thing about it. If you're a staff, if you're working on Nancy Pelosi's staff, you know what bills are coming up, what votes are going to be made. You know who's going to vote on what. You know where to put your stocks. You know exactly where
Have
to
you
put your
seen
stocks.
Have you seen the Pelosi index? You can follow, you can invest in everything Nancy Pelosi invests in.
Yep,
Did
they
you know
keep
you can
shutting
do
it
that?
down.
I
Yeah,
know.
I do. You can. They keep shutting
It's
it down
such a
too.
joke. It's such a joke. Everybody in this whole country knows how corrupt our politicians are. We all know that they're robbing us blind. It's a joke at this point. And yet people are like, "Oh, are you going to vote? Are you going to vote?" I'm like, where have you been? Like, where have you? None of it makes any difference. Do you guys not know this by now? This is all a big clown show, and it's totally designed to just keep you off balance and distract you from what's really happening and make you think that you matter, and you don't. Sorry.
No,
Here's your black pill. Swallow it. You don't matter.
I vote opposite of my wife, just to piss her off.
Just to cancel her vote. So you just find out who she's voting for, and then you go vote for the other guy. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. So I wasn't going to vote this year, but then RFK Jr. decided that he was going to stay on the ballot in the states where it would harm Kamala. So I thought, maybe I'll just go vote for RFK Jr. Since I'm in New York. That would be a way to throw a wrench in the plan. I think I may do that.
Oh my God. That would be so funny.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, because is your vote really going to matter in New York?
No,
Is your vote really
no,
gonna
my vote
matter
never matters. No, and I've lived in blue states my whole life, so my vote has never mattered. I've lived in Democrat strongholds my whole life, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, and all
but it's
you
not
can
that
do
big of a
is
deal.
promote
If I'm the one, if I'm, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, look, I try to stay towards the middle of things. I'm more conservative, but I try to look at the middle because I really do think you can't have a country with people so divided that they want to kill each other. So you have to find ways to compromise with one another, and you have to find ways to reach across the aisle, and you have to find a way to meet in the middle. And neither side is doing a good job of that. We've got, the right is off their gourds, and they love to put out I don't want to call it fake news, but like fake stories that only takes 5 minutes to verify. And then they look stupid, and that's not helping. And then you've got the left the far left is just crazy. And then there's people in the middle.
They make up stories too. That
they make up all kinds of stuff. The Find People hoax, and absolutely. There's on both sides people do that. And then in the middle there's a bunch of people going, is this it? Is this all we can? Is this the best we can do?
They're going, I want to feed my family. I want to put gas in my car. I want to go on
Yeah, I want to go to the
vacation.
grocery
I want to
store without taking out a second mortgage on my house.
yeah. I want to be able to enjoy life a little bit without feeling like I'm just everything that I do is work. You know, and if this politician's going to do that for me, I'm going to vote for them. That's how the metal pretty much looks at it. Those are the people that are not diehard anything. They're just diehard, just freedom. Like, give me damn freedom.
Of course, then there's people like me who are basically like, politicians never do anything they say. So I don't believe any of them. And so I don't think this voting thing is actually doing any good. And I don't think that, you know, paying any attention to it on a national level is doing anybody any good either. Because the more attention we give them and the more we talk about this stuff, the more they win because everyone starts arguing. And the second everybody starts arguing, they win. So I like to try and keep it to where we can agree on stuff. Like, for instance, how freaking crazy this deposition is with LIEnette Preston, because everyone can agree. Everyone can freaking agree. And no matter who you are, you could be Green Party, you could be, you know, a communist. And you could look at this deposition and go, holy shit, that woman is bad shit.
Yes, she is.
Making America united again. LIEnette Preston, we thank you. We appreciate you. We feel grateful.
You have made my channel just like explode, and only because this is so interesting to watch. I mean, there's people that watch these 100 damn times and just they enjoy it. Just the sheer humor of it.
10:16.
She's so naturally funny. I'm going to pop off though and let you watch this. I've got to run. I've got stuff to do before school tomorrow, but I wanted to say thanks for having me on, and I appreciate it.
And thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. I really do. And you know, like I said, I did have to put the apology out there. It was very much heartfelt.
Yes,
I hope that satisfied people.
I'm sure it did.
Vote for Bad Duck for Prez, free ice cream for everyone. No, you have to vote for Mo in the Deep End. Hand jobs for all.
Hand jobs for all. Yeah, she's writing a book, a children's book about that. I can't wait for that to come out.
It'll be glorious.
It's absolutely glorious. All right, good night, everybody.
Good night, Megan. See you. Thank you, Bad Duck. I appreciate it for the $5 super chat. Vote Bad Duck for Prez, free ice cream for everyone. Yeah, baby. Make quack great again. Oh my gosh, yes. Here we go with the LIEnette Preston.
The record. Good day, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Maestas, and I will be your court reporter. We are here today for the purposes of recording the video deposition of LIEnette Preston taken by the respondent in the matter of LIEnette Preston versus Jeremy Bryan Hales, case number 38-2023-DR-000416-DRA in the Circuit Court of the 8th Judicial Circuit in and for Levy County, Florida. Counsel will now state their appearances, beginning with the respondent.
Randall Shockett Law Group, Trenton, Florida, on behalf of the respondent.
LIEnette Preston, petitioner.
I think I already watched this one.
Will the witness now raise their right hand as they swear them under oath? Do you, LIEnette Preston, swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Oh, damn, I did already watch this one. This is the one from last week that I watched. Well, damn it. I just have to make sure I get the right damn one here. Son of a buck. Let me pull up the right damn one. I'm so bad at this. It's so horrible. Oh my gosh. You minimize that. And sorry about that, folks. That was my bad right there. Really bad. I thought I had the correct one. I thought I had the correct one, but apparently not. I'm a little slow. Just a little slow. Thought I had the damned right one. But we will get this damn thing right and have a little bit of fun with this. So just bear with me, because I was pretty sure that I had the right one, but nope, I did not. That was the first one there. And then it was this one here that I haven't caught up yet. I'm still catching up. You double check. Yep, this is. I think this is the one. I think this is the one right here. Here we go. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my!
You plead the fifth to the. Just make sure you're pleading the fifth to the question. You moved from California to Minnesota. You're taking the fifth.
Sir, I moved from California to Minnesota as a baby. Yes.
Okay. All right. And then from Minnesota, you went to Iowa?
From Minnesota, I went to Iowa. I forgot. I went to Missouri.
Okay.
Missouri.
How long did you live in Missouri?
Missouri.
I don't know how many years.
Well,
I don't remember.
Okay. From Missouri, you went to Minnesota.
That's right.
Right?
No.
No?
I went from California to Minnesota. I went from Minnesota to Missouri. I went from Missouri to Germany. I went from Germany to Iowa. I went from Iowa to Florida.
When you were in Germany, was that because of a military?
I was married to a military man, yes.
Okay. Where were you in Germany stationed?
Oh my God. This man is going to have everything. Everything that I have is going to be on the line.
That's how it goes.
LIEnette is making a fundamental, crucial mistake. I actually already have everything. She's being questioned and to see if she's being honest for future charges. So we can debunk that one right away. And I know many of you have been debunking her as well. For example, many of you saw Crook in the reflection of her glasses.
Aww.
Keep watching. He is there. And then others have already looked up her pain management doctor. You know, Pollyanna. Well, yeah, he does some pain management. He also focuses on addiction. Now, this isn't the only deposition that you're going to witness, because as of filming right now, today, Russ the Sus is being subpoenaed for a deposition for the federal court, because now she actually has a lawyer representing her. So we can move forward. This is great. Marla Hughes will be the second individual that will be deposed, and charges will then be pressed afterwards. All will have to be done in the court system. Lizzie Bailey in California. There are going to be others. Stupid Dave in Wisconsin. All will be subpoenaed, forced to be deposed in Levy County. We'll probably have to get Jamster through jail somehow. But you know what? At least Shart has finally somewhat told the truth. She told the world she's coming to Otter Creek. Well, that was well over a year ago. Except she's being forced now, legally, to show up. I guess it's not Otter Creek. It's Bronson. It's Levy County. But you know what? She's such good buds with Russ the Sus down the count. I mean, she could stay at Turtle Purgatory. I guess they should have minded their own business and never bullied me.
Probably a good idea.
I lived in Mannheim.
Ramstein?
Mannheim.
Okay.
Mannheim.
All right.
Mannheim steamroller.
Then you went back to the United States, and you wound up in Iowa at that point. Is that right? That's where you get the ministry school?
Iowa.
Yes.
Orange sugar.
I'm begging for continuance till I have my attorney present.
Ma'am, you didn't. No attorneys has shown up. I called the court, and I alerted them that you wanted to have a continuous because you wanted to get an attorney. You heard what the judge said. We can't not continue this deposition. We cannot stop here. You had.
Oh, so the judge, they called the court, and the judge said, no, you cannot have a continuance. If your attorney's there, that's fine, but you're not going to get a continuance. You should have had your attorney there in the first place. That's what the judge, I guarantee you, would have told her. Ooh, yeah, that's how it goes with these kinds of things. You don't get a continuance on something that's already been pre-planned and scheduled. That doesn't happen that way. Either you have an attorney or you don't. Oh,
plenty of time to get an attorney up. Instead, you're doing this at the morning of the.
No, I haven't. I've been doing it for weeks.
When did you
Shame
call
on
Mr.
you.
Silverman? When did you call Mr. Silverman?
I've been calling attorneys for weeks.
Right,
Doesn't
but you
matter.
haven't hired anybody, correct?
Haven't been able to afford it until now.
Okay. Oh, as you sit here today, you can afford it?
As of up till today, we couldn't find one that would even touch it.
Yeah.
Now we found a couple that could touch it, and I had to raise the money for it. Yes, sir.
So you've raised the money to pay the retainer, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When did you call Mr. Silverman?
A couple days ago.
Ooh.
Okay. And there's been nobody's entered appearance, right? And is that correct for you?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. All right. We're going to move on.
Yeah, this is why you don't play around with this kind of stuff. You know, it's
I'm going to show you.
It's a pretty simple thing. If you know that you're going to have a deposition, if you know that you're going to have a court proceeding, and you know that you're going to need an attorney, and you can't afford an attorney, now you have to remember that this is something she brought on to herself. Okay, she is the petitioner, or the what do you call it, plaintiff in this case. She's not defending. She's not the respondent. That's Jeremy. She did this pro se, did the filing, and this is part of the process. You get a deposition so you can find out who, what, when, where, how. All those questions get answered there. Like, so that way they know what you're going to say in court. Really simple. But no, she thinks she's being smart and in doing this. And it's not. And you can tell that she's a little frustrated because she was hoping to have interaction with Jeremy, but she wasn't getting interaction. Just one more little fight that she's looking for. The disappointment in her face is just written all over it. The judge should have never stopped the depots and made her accountable for how she acted during the depot. Yeah. That is this is not something that's appropriate at all. But she knows that she knows that her feet are held over the fire now. That she's not going to get away with bullying Jeremy around, or taking things out of context, or saying things that are not true. She would have been fine not even having a deposition, just showing up in court, pleading her case. He pleads his case, and then ends up with whatever. I don't know what her end game was in this, but this was not how she planned on it happening.
You received this notice for your deposition today, correct?
I can't see it.
See it now?
Yeah, I guess I believe I did.
Okay. You are to have with you at your deposition all of the following: complete and legible copy of all documents, including video recordings, audio recordings, photographs, emails, text messages, letters, facsimiles, either directly or indirectly referencing or relating to the claims made in this case by you against Mr. Hales.
Ouch. See, this is what happens whenever you have an attorney. An attorney says, this is what you will have to have. If you don't have these things, then we're going to request them. And if you don't have these things, you can't use them in court. So we need a chance to review all of these claims, all of these things that you've got, and we have to be able to review them. Every single bit of it, because if you try to use it in court, it's going to get thrown out. But she doesn't realize that.
Did you bring anything with you today? Ma'am,
everything that's been provided to the court.
Okay, I have those. We're in luck. So we'll go through those. I have everything you gave to the court.
So everything that she provided to the court. Could you imagine going down to the courthouse and filing all of this paperwork? Not even a summary. That right there is at least 2 reams of paper that she's holding in her hands. And you wonder why an attorney gets paid so much damn money, because he has to read through every one of those documents that is posted in there. Oh. But you can't be a victim when you're the one suing. I guess you could be the victim of if you're suing. That'd be correct. But you also have to prove the being a victim. That's what a deposition is for. Yeah, screenshots, pictures, everything. All that has to be there. And not just in paper copy. The thing is if you've got a digital copy, you are supposed to supply that, because a photograph copy can be altered. The digital copy cannot be altered, because you can pull the metadata off of it, everything. Screenshot has metadata on it. It shows exactly whenever that was taken, so it can't be altered. Because if you're saying that on the 10th of January that they sent this horrible message or picture to you, and you screenshotted it on that day, whenever it came in, it should show up that you screenshotted on that day, not like 5 months later that you decided to go back and screenshot. It would be there that day. And that you have the text. No, I don't have the text, but I just have the screenshot. Well, we're going to need that text. So you need to go and contact your provider, get us the text. Like there's a reason why it's difficult to sue somebody, and it always should be. It's really easy to get the suit started, but to keep it going takes a lot of time, a lot of money, and as it should.
We're going to go through them, man. You don't need to show them up like that.
Yeah, and nothing is in order. They're just in.
I have it in order too. We're in luck again. So, and I asked you this question not because I don't have your court file. I do have all your court filings. My question is, when I showed up at the court hearing the last time, you were thinking you were ready to play some videos, correct?
Yes.
Now, I to this day, I've never seen them. Those videos, I haven't been provided them. You got to show them. You got to provide them to me. Do you have them in a digital format?
I can make them I can put them on a disc if you need them.
I didn't.
That it's not, you can, and does he need them? It's like, no, you were supposed to show up in this deposition with those to be provided right then, right there. But you never did that. No, he's got the patience of a saint right now. Damn.
I asked you to put them on a disc. Do you have them on digital format?
No, I have them on my phone.
You have them on your phone. Okay, stop. I got it. How many videos, ma'am? Please listen carefully to this question, because there's no surprises here. How many videos do you intend to show when we resume court?
Hold on 1 second. This cupboard is a no. Please get up there. That cupboard is a no.
Oh, thank you, Vault of Curiosity. Vault of Curiosity just gifted.
Please.
Crap, she's losing her damn mind. Vault of Curiosity, thank you so much. You just gifted membership to Jack Buck, Cecilia Royce, Marlmall. Wow, I like that name, Marlmall. To Melanie Schuler and Norma F. So thank you so much, and make sure you give thanks to Vault of Curiosity for that. That is so very kind of you. I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is great.
Listen to mommy, please. I'm begging you, Harley. Listen to mommy. That's a no-no. Don't do it. That's fine. That one only. To make sure that she's not getting into stuff. I'm sorry.
How many videos do you intend to show as evidence when we resume the court?
I have 2 for sure, and then I have new evidence.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm getting an attorney. I'm getting an attorney. The attorney will tell me what to do.
Ma'am, let's try it again. You said you have 2 videos that you definitely intend to use, and the question was how many videos? You said 2 you intend, and then you said something about new evidence.
Maybe 5, maybe 5 or 6. I'm not sure.
So
Okay.
provide
When you
us
say
with
5 or
those.
6, does that include the 2 that you talked about?
Yes.
Okay, so you're talking about maybe 3 or 4 additional videos you intend to introduce, correct?
Math is hard.
I correct. I don't know. I don't know. That's going to be my answer. I don't know.
What don't you know? You said maybe 5 or 6. Did you know?
I don't know what videos I'm going to use.
It's like pulling teeth, which she has none. It's like pulling teeth and saying, listen, if you don't provide us with the videos, you can't use those in court. You can't just all of a sudden give us these surprise videos where we've never had a chance to review them, because it'll get thrown out. It'll be done. It's just like, no, we can't accept those. Oh, good Lord. Oh, thank you very much, Teresa. Yes, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Oh, thank you, Jackie Dawn. Came over from Tug. Welcome. Tug is good people. He puts a smile on my face. He puts a smile on my face every damn time. That man is just pure like joy. You have no idea how great that guy is.
Now that I have an attorney going to take over, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't know.
What videos do you have that you might not use? How many videos do you intend to show? This is your chance, ma'am. You're the witness. The spotlight is on you. So
I don't know.
Well, you have to know.
I do not have to know. I don't know.
You just said you have 2 videos that
Welcome,
you want to
Tug
use, and you said
Raiders.
maybe
Welcome,
3 or
welcome.
4 more. Was that a truthful statement under oath?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about those 3 or 4 now. Okay, describe them.
Yes.
They're Mr. Hale's own videos.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Can you give, what is the 3 or 4 that you're talking about? He has a lot of videos, doesn't he?
Okay. Now, if she said, I'm going to use Jeremy's videos, okay, what videos are those? Like, are they episode 1, 1001, episode 6 million, whatever it is? Got to do something here after Tug. Awesome. Thank you so much. Welcome, Tug Raiders. All of the Tug Raiders coming in. All the Tug Raiders come rolling on in. Let's give the Tug Raiders a dance. Oh yeah. Are we gonna have to play the song for these folks again? We're gonna have to play all 4 songs for you guys. Oh, I think we're gonna have to. Yeah, she does not watch them. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't watch the Hales. Why would I watch the Hales? The Hales, I can't watch them. They're just too much for me. And they're such liars, and I just can't watch them. Oh my God. So you just finished with Tug? Okay. So now that we've got more people in here, let me know. Do I need to read the apology again? Is that all right? Let's see. One's in the chat if I read the apology again for you guys. One's in the chat if you want to hear that. 2's in the chat if you want to just hear the music. 3's, you're a seasoned citizen. Yes. 3's in the chat if you want to hear the apology and you want to hear the songs again. So don't hit the poll because you haven't heard the songs. 1's is the apology. There's the songs. Yeah. See, I'm getting old. The apology and the songs. All right. Looks like the apologies and the songs are going to get it right there. There we go. Apologies and the songs. Let's make this happen. All right. Doggone it. I'll read the apology. Just bear with me. I have to pull it up here. Okay. This is very, very, very hard for me to do. You know, being that I'm senior, it becomes very difficult for me to do multiple tasking. I think that's what they call it. You missed the apology. Now time to get some serious. Maybe I should have some music for this to help ease the stuff off of it. Just, how's it go? Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Nope, don't want to play that. Okay, I'll just go ahead and get into the apology here. Okay. Now, as everyone knows, I did write a response letter to somebody, and I felt that it might have been a little harsh. So it took me a couple of days to work on an apology. I did hire ChatGPT to help me because I really, to get like my spelling sucks. So I had to get ChatGPT to help me out with this. And it was very, very important that it come out as heartfelt as I possibly can. So first and foremost, I do want to extend a heartfelt apology to all individuals far more intellectually advanced than I am, particularly the ones I thoughtlessly referenced as artards. If there were an IQ showdown, I'd be the person who forgets to tie my Velcro lace shoes and put on my hockey gear, just to be safe. So when I made that comparison, it wasn't just inaccurate. It was downright offensive to those brilliant minds who ride the short bus through life. Secondly, we need to talk about the whole two horeless pods situation. Okay? Toothless pods. I could have been less offensive to welfare recipients. It's not your fault. Your family tree is straight and short like my attention span. I called you too horeless, and I have no idea what was happening in my brain at that moment. Maybe my fingers were doing their own thing, a little bit like a pool noodle in a hurricane. And to you, I apologize for comparing you to whores. That was insulting to the profession, and you would never accept money. Honestly, too horeless. Even autocorrect should have disowned me for that one. Made some dumb mistakes in my life, like peeing on the third rail for shock value. But this was on another level. So I do apologize for the honorable member of Toothless Pods. You didn't deserve to have your name dragged through the muddy waters of my brain. And let's be clear, there's no such thing as two horeless product, service, or company. If there were, I'd probably still manage to mess up that name, maybe call it Three Whores or something like that next time, just to keep the pattern going. And last but certainly not least, this is for Bubbles. I do have something to say. Bubbles, I apologize. Really do. I'm sorry for all the times you've tried to get on different shows, and I just stood there, arms crossed like a bouncer at the world's most disappointing nightclub. But let's get one thing very straight here. This isn't because you're completely worthless. Far from it. I mean, everyone has some kind of worth, right? Even a stale potato chip at the bottom of the bag serves a purpose to remind us that life is a fleeting and full of crunchy disappointment. But Bubbles, in your case, it's not about worthlessness. It's about something deeper, something more profound. Morals. Yes, Bubbles, morals. And let's just say that your supply seems to be lacking. It's not that I'm saying you're morally bankrupt, but if you were a store, there'd be tumbleweeds rolling down the ethics aisle, and the shelves would be stocked with discounted bad decisions. And for that reason, as much as you try, and boy, do you try, I'm still not going to let you on my show. Not personal, Bubbles. Well, maybe just a little bit. But it's mostly about the principles, that thing that guides us through life, so we don't end up trying to sell black market hamsters, roast turtles on an open spit, or something unquestionable. So, Bubbles, I am sorry, but the answer is still no. No hard feelings, though, right? I mean, if we ever do run into each other at some awkward social event, I still will wave to you from across the room. Just don't try to get too close and hug me. Moral compass, trying to keep, not getting bent. In conclusion, I promise to do better next time. I will promise to include everything. If I desire to write another email, doubt it, but one never does know. So, there you go. Now, you don't eat turtles or turkey neck. Damn gutters. That's an inside joke. Keep inside. Damn it. Well, I do have some songs for you guys that I shared earlier. But you get to see those for the first time here tonight, and the voting poll is still up. Now, wait until you've heard all 4 songs before you vote on one, because each one is going to be different than the next. Just be aware that that is completely going to be a bunch of different music here. Let me pull this thing up because it takes a little bit of time to do it. This is the first of the bunch. It is called Screen, the entire screen with the sound. Hooray, hurrah. It is it not showing? Oh, there we go. Sure. There we go. So this is Chasing Artards on Short Buses. So here we go.
Tonight, welfare broads are looking for a fight, shouting loud under the moon. Chaos gonna come real soon. Hair is pulled, clothes are torn, trash talk flying since the morn. Been in that room going on a week, stain-filled rooms of dirty sheets. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube, no better than a poop bucket, that I'll tell you. Feckless hearts and minds, so jealous. Lawyers peek through broken blinds, gossip spreads, they're intertwined. Attacking old men riding the short bus in this tobacco smoke-filled haze. Such a fuss. Fists are thrown, tears are crying. Yeah, they got no place to hide. Drama queens as they all know, chasing old names, it is just a show. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube, no better than a poop bucket, that I'll tell you. Feckless hearts and minds, so jealous. Blinds, gossip spreads, they're intertwined. Attacking old men riding the short bus in this tobacco smoke-filled haze. Such a fuss. Fists are thrown, tears are crying. Yeah, they got no place to hide. Drama queens as they all know, chasing old names, it is just a show. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube, no better than a poop bucket, that I'll tell you. Feckless hearts and minds, so jealous.
That is the first one. That is the very first one. But you just wait. I've got more. more. The other ones you're going to be able to actually see the lyrics on. That one I didn't have the lyrics because it was sort of at the level. Just you wait. It gets better. It's better or worse. It depends on your style of music. Oh my. So this one here going to be, I believe this is the correct one. Double check. I think this is correct. Let me see. 3 minutes. 2. Okay, I think it's this one here. Could be wrong, but you're about to hear number 2.
In that trailer park tonight, welfare broads are looking for a fight, shouting loud under the moon, chaos gonna come real soon. Hair's pulled, clothes are torn, trash talk flying since the morning. Been in that room going on a week, stank-filled rooms of dirty sheets. Trailer park drama, you've been duped, welfare mama's on YouTube, no better than a poop bucket that I'll tell ya. Feckless hearts and minds so jealous. Lawyers peek through broken blinds, gossip spreads, they're intertwined. Attacking old man riding the short bus, and this tobacco smoke filled haze, such a fuss. They got no place to hide.
There you go, Wanda. Looks like you got yourself a gifted membership. Wanda Perez, you were gifted membership. Allison Caruso, Kathy Trout, Ever Josh 08, you are welcome. Also, you, lady in the back, you got one also. Didgeridoo solo. Yeah. I wanted to make sure that you guys got that one. There you go. You got it, girl. Got it.
Drama queens, as they all know, chasing no names, it is just a show. Trailer park drama, you've been duped, welfare mama's on YouTube, no better than a poop bucket that I'll tell ya. Feckless hearts and minds so jealous. Trailer park drama, you've been duped, welfare mama's on YouTube's no better than a poop bucket that I'll tell ya. Feckless hearts and minds so jealous.
All right. All right, we'll kick out the big outro. We won't do the whole big outro on that. All right, the next one is coming up. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. Next one is part 2. So this one, I had to change it up a little bit, give you a little bit more of a different style.
Shouting loud under the moon, chaos gonna come real soon. Hair is pulled, clothes are torn, trash talk flying since the morn. Been in that room
filled rooms of dirty sheets. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube's. No better than a poop bucket that'll tear. Feckless hearts and I'm so jealous. As lawyers peek through broken blinds, gossip spreads, they're intertwined, attacking old men, riding the short bus in this tobacco smoke-filled haze, such a fuss. Fists are thrown, tears are cried, yeah, they got no place to hide. Drama queens, as they all know, chasing no names, it is just a show. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube's. No better than a poop bucket that'll tear. Feckless hearts and I'm so jealous.
That's number 3.
Get
So you
him
ready
from
for-
Megan Pocket. We'll dock you to their city.
So you ready for number 4? Number 4 is coming right up. All right, let's do number 4. This. Number 4. This one is so far the favorite, but we'll just let you hear it. Different than the second or third one. You'll see.
Oh, in the trailer park tonight, welfare broads are looking for a fight. Shine loud under the moon, chaos gonna come real soon. Hair is pulled, clothes are torn, trash talk flying since the morn. Been in that room going on a week, stain-filled rooms of dirty sheets. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube's. No better than a poop bucket that I'll tell ya. Feckless hearts and minds so jealous. Lawyers peek through broken blinds, gossip spreads, they're intertwined, attacking old men riding the short bus in this tobacco smoke-filled haze, such a fuss. Fists are thrown, tears are cried, yeah, they got no place to hide. Drama queens, as they all know, chasing no names, it is just a show. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube's. No better than a poop bucket that I'll tell ya. Feckless hearts and minds so jealous. Trailer park drama, you've been duped. Welfare mamas on YouTube's. No better than a poop bucket that I'll tell ya. Feckless hearts and minds so jealous.
Oh, so there you go. You have all 3 of them, or all 4 of them. So make your decision. You do love the music in this. Well, thank you for so much. It's all about having fun. It is all about having fun. If people are offended, well, that is a them problem. It is not a me problem. I just came here to have a damn good time. That's all. That's all. Just came here to have a good time. It's not a hard thing to have. I mean, for some people it might be, but for me, I just have too much fun. Way too much fun, probably. Great on all 4 songs. Thank you. I did those in, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, something like that. I just threw those together. Love the didgeridoo. Yeah, the didgeridoo. And somebody said didgeridoo. Didgeridoo is definitely fun. But yeah, all you got to do is you can vote up there in the poll. There is a poll running. Vote up there, and you'll be able to put in your selection. And that one, I may just end up making like a nice, cool video for it and releasing that at a later time. It takes a little while for me to create a good video, so just give it a little bit of time, and you'll see it'll come out. I got about 3 or 4 songs I'm working on the videos for right now. If you haven't seen it, I've got like albums like all strewn across there. Don't be fooled by the pictures. The music is not what the pictures show it to be, and they're not all the same style of music. I have got everything from rap to bluegrass to jazz to punk rock. I mean, it's all in there. Like, you can choose your style of music. The Dukes of Levy County, yeah, the Dukes of Levy County is pretty damn awesome. I'm still working on getting that one right. It's just not. Something's not fitting like it should. Trying to get the dueling vocals, the duet is really, really hard. So I've been trying to get that one worked out much better. Yeah, nice. Yep, I got big band stuff. I got everything. I don't hesitate on coming up with some good damn music. That's what we like. Some fun. This is supposed to be fun, isn't it? You haven't fun yet? Yeah, baby.
Yeah, over 180 videos, humiliating, berating, belittling, and hurting me.
3 or 4 are you talking?
180 videos. Which 3 or 4 are you talking about, sweetheart? Because if you're being belittled or berated, you're saying you don't watch his videos, but yet there's 100 how many? 180, 150? Yeah, I could picture that too. Yeah. It is not fitting like it should. That's what she said. That's right.
About when you say 3 or 4.
I'm not sure which ones I was going to use. Now I have a lawyer that I'm going to be dealing with. I don't know.
Okay,
the answer is I don't know.
Okay, then when you said 3 or 4, were you just making a false statement?
No, I was not making a false statement. I'm sure we're going to use 3 or 4 videos. Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So tell me about the 3 or 4 you're sure you're going to use.
My 2 for sure, and then the 3rd of a meeting at the thing. I've also been granted the videos from the courthouse.
At the thing, like what? You're gonna watch? 2 or 3 videos for sure, and then 1 at the thing. Kids, don't do drugs, okay? Stay away from the drugs. They're really bad for you, okay? You do the drugs, the wacky tobacco, the devil's lettuce. Stay away from the methamphetamines. They don't do you no good, okay? You do those kind of things, you're just going to end up just wishing that you hadn't done them. Your head's going to feel like a balloon. You're going to die. Not good. So don't do it. Please.
So there will be 3 videos there. So right now, let's just say 5 for now.
Okay.
Could be more.
You said something about
5.
Well, if you don't bring it with you today, it's going to be a problem. I'm going to move for a sanction against you. You're supposed to bring them. You can't hide evidence, Judge.
I couldn't bring the videos today.
Do you have them when you
couldn't bring them today? That's what you're supposed to do. Okay. Dummy.
From the sheriff's department, because they have to give them to me. They just granted them to me. I just got the email yesterday.
So you don't have the videos, but you're going to try to, you won't be able to introduce them, you silly person.
You're talking about the videos of the court proceedings?
No. of what happened outside the court proceedings.
Oh,
Okay, I think that's one of the things you filed a motion about, correct?
okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, what videos are you talking about you requested from the sheriff?
The video where I was parked and he drove by us filming us, came back filming us, flipped another, filmed us again, and then went and parked. Another one is where you walked out and filmed us 5 seconds after the judge said no one's going to do that.
Okay. We'll see. If you're doing something illegal, you have no right to privacy.
That's the other video. The other one is me parking in a parking spot.
Okay, you've identified the videos, and this is
Thank you.
Okay, so you have your 2 that you wanted to play that day in court, right? So that day you were in court, you wanted to play 2 videos, correct?
Yes.
All right, we're going to talk about them in a second.
Little people in the walls.
But you said something that's very interesting. I want to make sure we understand this here. How do you understand now the injunction now has been changed? You understand that, right?
I understand it's been changed, but I'm not certain of any of it.
Okay, I understand you're not certain. We're here to understand what you're understanding.
Right. It is left open to whether what he does to me causes hate and violence from his fans, from other people, from him. I've got an attorney coming on, and the attorney is going to deal with it.
Okay. So
now I would hope that nobody's reaching out to her at all. That would be bad. Like, no. I mean, even Jeremy said, yeah, don't be reaching out to her or contacting her or anything like that. Because that just ends up being blowback on him. So just don't do that. So if people were reaching out, that means that they were doing things of their own volition and should be held accountable for it. I sort of agree with her on this. I mean, if there's somebody attacking her, like reaching out to her, emailing her, or something of that sort, then absolutely, they shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, nope, not at all.
Let's start again. So, do you understand the injunction that was issued on December 4th to mean that anyone that knows Jeremy Hales can't come within 500 feet of you?
No. His employees, anyone under his direction, anyone that is working for him or on his behalf.
So anyone.
So that would be like, okay. And I think that if what the judge is saying in this, so maybe she's understanding this correctly. She might not understand this correctly, but from what I can gather, and the attorney's going to explain this much better, is that if you're related to Jeremy, that'd be one thing, related to him, number 2, if you work for him or employed by him or you represent him in any sort of way, then that right there could be a problem. If you're a supporter of him, that's not included. That wouldn't matter because you're not working for him. He's not even an acquaintance. So just because you're following Jeremy, if you're coming within 500 feet, that's not a problem unless you're like employed by him or something of that sort. That's what I gather from it. Now I don't know for sure, but let's find out. Maybe we'll get more information.
Someone that works for him or on his behalf can't come within 500 feet of you. Is that correct?
No, can't film us.
Can't film you.
Can't film you. Oh, okay.
Can't film us or put it online.
Okay. So the injunction for him. Okay. Is that what you mean?
So they can't, I got it. So they can't do it for him. So basically me, idiot me, I can't film her and post it online for Jeremy. But if I post it online for myself, I can do that. That's what he's saying. Because I'm not hired by Jeremy. I don't get paid by Jeremy. I don't receive anything from Jeremy. He's another YouTuber that does a lot of really cool things. And I'm not employed by him. So I would not have any problem. I could walk right up to her at any point in time, film her if I was using it for my own personal use. If I was putting it up on the YouTubes or whatever. That makes sense. I could do something like that. But not like if I was working for Jeremy. That'd be completely different.
Behalf to use against us by him.
That's how you understand the.
Now that's not how that works. Now if he wanted to use something that I filmed, then I could go after him for that. But I don't think unless I gave him permission, he would use something that I filmed. You know, and it's the same way that whenever I spoke with Megan, I said, "Hey, I got this really weird email. I don't know these people." And I showed her the email and she said, Can I use that? I mean, I won't use it if you say no. And I said, no, absolutely. Go ahead and use it and show it. That's fine. And she says, okay, if I share it with Tug. I was like, yeah, Tug's welcome to use it also. Like they actually asked permission and said, hey, can I show this? And I said, please, that's wonderful. Big difference. Now, if Jeremy used it, I could go after him, like for using something that I didn't get approval for. And, you know, it'd be the same way if Jeremy sent me a message and said, hey, I'd appreciate you not showing the deposition or not talk about this stuff. Then I would say, well, let me look and see if there's something, is there something I could do to, like, you know, make this equal or whatever. And, you know, we could work it out from there. But so far, he's never had any issues. And if he does, he knows that he could email me at any point in time. So there's that. But here we go.
The injunction.
I don't understand the injunction at all anymore. No, I don't.
Okay. Oh, anymore? Okay, but
no. So when John got arrested, the sheriffs took his pic and put it on Facebook. That's not against the law. Because that is part of the process. Whenever you're arrested, you lose certain rights, and they're not working for Jeremy. They're not hired by him.
So I'm talking about how you understood it when it first issued. Did you understand it to mean that anyone that knows Jeremy Hales, who sees you in a public place, can't take a picture of you? Is that your understanding?
No.
Then tell us how you understand it, not to him. Well, actually, take that back. Let's start with Jeremy Hales. How did you understand what the judge enjoined, which means things he can't do? What did you think on December 4th? What was your understanding about what the Jeremy?
All I know is for that a month.
You just interrupted me.
You wanted an answer.
You interrupted me. You can't answer a question until it's finished, so you understand. Okay. I can't do this. On December 4th. Until it was changed by the court. No. What was your understanding, ma'am? You just this is going to be a longer deposition, but it's okay.
I'm sorry. I have a child, and until he comes back, I can't help it. I have to keep her safe.
You know, I don't have my volume on any high level. You're shouting. I don't need you to shout. We don't need you to shout, ma'am.
I have a child that is trying to get my attention. And I have to be able to deal with her until he gets back to watch her.
Oh, when you say he, that means Mr. Cook?
Yes.
What time is he scheduled to get back, approximately?
I am not sure. Soon as the doctor's appointment is over.
Okay. All right. So let's go back again. My question is,
as being
when the
LIEnette,
injunction was initially issued by
Jackie.
the court against Mr. Hale, what was your understanding about what Mr. Hale cannot do?
What happened? There was no films, there was no videos made about me. There was none put online. He didn't make any crazy memes and humiliate me in public. he left us alone. Nobody was filming us. We had peace and quiet for a month. And then
all hell broke loose. Oh my gosh. Oh, you said 2 fleas. I thought it was toothless. Keep getting it wrong. But, oh well. I'll get over it. All right, what do we got here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to end that poll. I'm going to end that poll and see what we've got. We've got 37% at 4. Let's end the poll right now. Boom! Poll is ended. Let's see what we've got. Number 4 with 37%. Number 1 with 31%. Number 3, 20%. Number 2 at 10%. It looks like number 4 with the house music got it. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah. Love it. I will make a video using that one. And it's just for you, chat. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure that you're subbed and get that notification. You get the notification, you'll see those things come up and you'll know whenever that video gets released out. Good to see you, Shelly Huckabee and Stacy Schmidt, if I had to guess. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's possible.
and it left. Go. Please go in the other room. I do not want them to see you. Go in the other room. Thank you, Harley.
All right. Let's start with the 2 videos that you wanted to play. What were the 2 videos that you wanted to play in court?
Video that I have of Mr. Hale's driving up to our property where we had been outside for about 35 minutes, where I had the neighbor parked next to my driveway. I was on the phone with the Ohio advocate that I had been talking to, and Jeremy Hales decided to come down the road at us when he could have went out the other way, and he should have went out the other way, and he knew that. And he came back by us filming, screaming 10 feet, 10 feet. You're not 10 feet. We had been out there with no traffic, no people, no nothing. John was on a walker 1 day out of surgery, dragging a tape measure to measure our property so that we can cover it with anything we can to stop him and all of his fans from filming us. And he came by us and started screaming 10 feet. Look fans, look at Ohio. He's breaking the order. He's breaking the order.
They were found guilty for violating the civil protection orders based out of Ohio from this incident that she is actually talking about. We could debunk her again. Who cares if she plays it in Florida court? All it did was incriminate them. They've been found guilty. Our lives do not change based on the criminal activity that they partook in. The consequences are on them. Our lives go on as normal. They are responsible for removing themselves from our lives. In other words, we're going to continue to drive down our road where we own more road frontage than anybody else on the road. And it is the way to the schoolhouse where we work out of. We are not going to adapt our life for their psychotic lives.
Well, I'm going to compartmentalize.
Which he's correct in this. He is absolutely correct. You don't have to change your life because of that. They will have to readjust theirs for this. Like that, he's not joking when he says that. I mean, this is sort of this is the bad part about having neighbors. Just you have to deal with each other sometimes, and she caused an issue, so once that was filed, this is how it goes. Well, of course, but I understand she's stretching the truth a little bit, just a little bit. That's not unheard of, and I will say the same thing about Jeremy. I'm sure he stretches the truth just a little bit to fit a narrative. Doesn't mean that he's doing anything bad. The same that it doesn't mean she's doing anything bad. She's just trying to make it sound a little bit more than it is, and it's not a bad thing that she's doing. It's just stretching it a little bit. So, keep that in mind. That's sort of a nothing burger kind of thing. And if she's getting frustrated because he's driving to and from on his property and yells something at her, it's your option to deal with it however you see fit. And apparently they didn't deal with it very well, measuring to see if they have a big driveway. So, I mean, there's easier ways than with a tape measure to do things. They make a stick that you can actually just roll across the ground that will measure distances if that's what you're trying to do. You usually rent those for practically nothing. And she tried to go up against a YouTuber who films his life. What did she expect was going to happen? That exactly. I mean, it would be no different than me showing up on Jeremy's doorstep or wherever he lives and showing up and going, hey, I'm Shizzy Wisnut and just came by, wanted to hang out a bit, blah, 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 blah. He would probably be very welcoming and, might be a little standoffish, just like, you're a little too forward. I don't know what's up with you. Well, you got mental issues. Do I need to be worried? Might be quite a bit standoffish. But if I was to reach out to him and say, hey, I'd like to meet up for whatever, or I met him at one of the functions that he was doing, that would be completely different. He would get to know me, might have a conversation. He might go, yeah, I don't want to deal with this guy, and just blow me off. Or maybe we end up becoming best of friends. Don't know. Not saying that is ever going to happen because I have never been to Otter Creek, Florida, and it doesn't sound like a place that I want to go to, but I'm glad that they did because it makes for great content, makes for great, interesting content.
Analyze that. So
I have the video.
I understand. That's what I asked you about. So my question is, so Jeremy was the one that said to you, was he speaking to you or was he speaking to John?
To both of us, I guess. John was in the street on a walker with a fence. He was on the edge of the street, walking along our side of the street, measuring the property.
Where were you?
On the grass, standing there talking to the advocate. I then told her that Jeremy Hales was coming down the road. I needed to film it. I hung up with her and I started recording. The neighbor was sitting there and she watched the entire thing as well.
Okay. And so Jeremy on your video was saying 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet?
He was screaming, yelling, and saying, fans, look, he's violating the order. 10 feet. You're not 10 feet. And I kept telling John, you're okay. Look at me. You're okay. Finish what you're doing. He's driving by. You're okay. And that's all that happened.
Okay. So
that's different.
That's all that happened. So how are you?
Okay, so that makes no sense.
Let's strike that for a second. Do you know why?
No, she would never scream. She doesn't yell or scream.
Mr. Hales was referring to when he said 10 feet, 10 feet?
The order that he's got against us in Ohio that he got fraudulently. Yes.
Fraudulently,
he's referring to the order. So let's look at it.
Here's the order. I'll show you.
I don't need to look at it.
Yeah, you do.
John can't jump a fence and run on a leg.
No, you sweetheart, you have to look at the order. You don't have to look at the order, but he's pulling up the orders to see exactly what the order says. So that way you have the ability to dispute the order. You can say, well, if it's a fraudulent order, okay, where is it fraudulent? It was signed by a judge in Ohio. Is it fraudulent? No, not screaming. No, she never screams. She's a very calm, peaceful kind of person. She would never raise her voice ever.
With wrapping up to his crotch and on a walker. And Jeremy had been told by the judge not to drive by us. We already had a thing on him, I believe. I believe the
You
temporary
believe-
order for us
you
was
didn't.
already involved. Maybe not. I'm
No.
not sure.
Right. That's an important point.
It
So
is.
It doesn't matter.
Yes,
we
it does.
were doing what we were doing. He drove.
It does not matter. This is the problem, sweetheart. It does not matter. I know, Stacy. Isn't her voice so soothing? It just makes you want. It could make you want to claw your eyes out. That is how comforting it is. Mentioned that the threat she received are phony. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know. Possibly. I would think so.
To us. He didn't have to do that. He should have went the other way.
Right. But if you, by the way, you've done a lot of follies in this case, correct? We've already been over that.
Yeah,
right?
I'm doing it all.
Stock.
And every time you feel that Mr. Hales has violated his injunction, you go to the court, correct?
If he violates the order, yes, I do.
Right. So then you send Mr. Hale. Mr. Hale gets a copy of what you're saying, correct?
I guess.
Okay. So you're telling him through the courts, hey, I believe you violated the order. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Don't you see how that's, even if you're wrong and nothing's been happened so far in your motions, but you as a person who has an order of protection for you, you have a reason if you feel like it's been violated to say something, correct?
He violated it. We didn't violate it. We were alone on the road. We did.
This is what she misses. If she feels that he violated, she has every right to file a complaint on it. If he feels that it's been violated, he has no right, is what she's saying. Got it. So for him to file anything or make a complaint because they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing, not allowed. Got it. Because she's oppressed. Got it.
Did not go to Jeremy's property. We did not go to Mr. Hale's. He came to us.
You were on the road. You were not on the road.
Wait
a minute, time out. You just said you said John was on the road. You were
John was on the road and he was measuring the property.
So if he was on the road, there's a little divider there. The property line ends at the center of the road. So he was within a certain distance. Yeah, it's picking. It's really nitpicky, but it does matter what she's saying.
Was writing down the measurements.
You were on your property.
Yes. And
Okay.
John was on the very edge of the road. He was not in the middle of the road. He was not anywhere near the middle of the road.
Oh, okay.
Right. But you see this though, when you're not on your property, you and Mr. Cook cannot come within 500 feet of Mr. Hale's or
We did it. He came within 500.
It's like pulling the teeth she doesn't have. There was no order against Jeremy at the time of this depot. I know. That's the thing. Hers is the fraudulent one. She went to the judge alone without them in the room, and Judge Dumas's gave him a fraudulent order with hearsay evidence. Yeah, but he still was following it whenever that came through. He was even though it was a fraudulent one, he still followed it. That's the thing.
Feet of us.
Okay. Do you understand?
He came to us.
Sam, do you understand?
Had an exit. He had an exit to the left. Took him out of his property onto the highway. He did not have to do that. He does it for you.
this is just pure violent hatred. Just why are you yelling? I mean, this is that crazy neighbor that you have, and I don't know if you guys have had some crazy neighbors, but I've had some crazy neighbors. As soon as they start yelling like this, I just turn around and walk away. I ain't got time for your shite. Yeah. Luckily, I have good neighbors. Oof.
YouTube.
Okay. Do you understand that this order?
I love it. Love it, Starzy. Earplug fun for Shizzy. Yes. Oh my God. I don't know if I need earplugs or maybe, a fully automatic weapon that I can play Russian roulette with. I don't know. Something.
Says, even if he approaches you, even with his permission,
Did you want John to jump up the fence
Ma'am,
with
there's no need.
with his leg wrapped up one?
Chill out, lady. Bring it down about 90 decibels to that. And this never just, if you're in a deposition like this, losing your cool means that they've gotten to you, like in the worst possible way. Never lose your cool with this shit. Wow. Like, I'll tell you what, reach back there, pull out the butt plug and calm the hell down.
Day out of surgery, what should he have done?
Maybe not be in the road in the first place. He obviously walked out to the road with no problem. He could have removed himself with no problem. As a matter of fact, I drove so slowly, and I've got diesel engines and they can hear everything, gave them every opportunity to not incriminate themselves, and yet they still did. If I was so evil and I was doing all of this for YouTube, I'd be at the flea market every Saturday. They would immediately have to remove themselves, make no money. I'd be at where they're getting free food in the county every Monday, every Wednesday. I'd go wherever I know they're at every moment in time, but I don't.
That's a pretty damn valid point. I never really thought about that. Like, yes, I could make their life an absolute living hell, but I don't. I just want to access my property and not have them harass me. What's so hard about that? I don't understand why Bubbles is getting so upset and wants to bring this kind of stuff up and gets upset that people are showing this. I do understand now, because it shows them in a bad light. And that's what you don't want to have, your client being shown in a bad light, how unhinged they really are. That's why.
And please lower your voice.
What should he have done?
I'm going to ask you.
You are not a nice person.
Oh, thank you. That's the nicest thing you've ever said.
You talking about me?
Oh, yes.
Ma'am, please lower your voice, and there's no need to use profanity.
No.
So you agree with me, there's no need to use profanity, right?
I am telling you that there was nothing John could do. He was on a walker, and Mr. Hales knew it. He did it on purpose.
Stacey.
He did it to send to Ohio.
Right.
He did it for views on YouTube. We didn't do it. Nobody was on the road when we started measuring our property.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Maybe you should have started filming all of this for YouTube. You could have made bank. Like, you could have filmed every single thing. You could have filmed every movement that Jeremy was making every time that he came and every time that he left. But instead, you lost your shit, and let me tell you a little secret from a musician's standpoint. Whenever I was playing shows on a regular basis, I'd wear earplugs to not go deaf. The times that I didn't and was drinking, couldn't hear. Like, the next day, I would be talking to people at a very loud voice because I couldn't hear myself speaking. I think she's might be a little deaf, and that's why she's yelling. Like that would explain why she yells all the time. That, or she's just got the constant bitch attitude, which could be possible too. But usually whenever people are like that, they feel that there's they can't hear what they're saying. And it could be that she's just maybe too much alcohol, or drugs will do that too. Like it messes with your inner ear where you just can't hear yourself talk. So there's a possibility that's why she's yelling at the top of her lungs all the time. It could be.
We did not do it. Mr. Hales did not need to come to our property.
And I'm not asking you about we. I'm not asking you about, ma'am. I'm not asking you about we.
And John Cook turned his head. John Cook turned his head and looked away from him.
Me too.
There was nothing John could do. He could not jump a fence on a walker.
Again, ma'am, I'm going to ask you to lower your voice.
That's why I'm interrupting so much.
There's no need to raise your voice, ma'am.
This is causing me extreme anxiety and extreme mental problems.
No, I think the anxiety and the mental problems were already there, sweetheart. That you're just this explains so much. Like I've seen the short clips of the deposition, but these full clips of the deposition really explain so much more about kind of attitude. I mean, that it really does. Really explains a lot.
Emotional distress. Mommy, please go. 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 You go, please, honey. I understand. I don't want them to see you. Go, please, honey. I don't want you on film. Please.
So, ma'am, I just want to confirm that this is now exhibit, and I'll label this for the court. I think we're on number 3. Is that right?
Correct.
Or 4? Okay.
And 3.
She might.
So the text messages are going to be 5 then. Okay. The ones she just sent me during this deposition.
Okay.
Okay. So we're on 3, which is the
yes, she does.
Protection order entered.
You're being ridiculous.
No.
Case number. Ma'am, there's no question pending. I'm
pleading the 5th on.
Jesus. Like, if she would just shut up, she's not doing anything to help herself. If she would just shut up. Let him complete the question. If ever any of you folks are in a deposition, listen to the question, understand the question. If you don't understand the question, have them ask it again. Usually an attorney's going to try to keep it in the simplest form they can keep it. You know, an example would be, on such and such date, are you speeding? If you don't know the date that you were supposedly speeding, you can always say, I don't know. You don't have to yell. You don't have to scream. You can say, I don't know. If they said, well, here, would this help remind you that you got a ticket on this date? You can say, if that's what the date says, then it is probably correct. Never do you have to yell and scream. Thank you, BK, for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. Thank you so, so much. It is wonderful. Yeah, having new members is always a glorious thing. Oh, my.
On everything. From now on, I'm pleading the 5th.
You're telling me that every question I ask you, you're going to plead the 5th?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm allowed to do legally or not.
Then why are you saying that?
Because you're trying to hem me up and it can be used against me in the court. Therefore, I'm pleading the 5th.
Okay. If you're going to plead the 5th, to keep it short, just say, I exercise my rights under the 5th Amendment. Okay?
I'm exercising my right under the 5th Amendment because you're trying to twist this and turn this into something we did wrong that we did not.
Okay. So you're refusing to answer any questions about this protection order?
You're still twisting it.
I'm trying to clarify, ma'am.
You're twisting it. I want legal representation. And after this afternoon, I will have it. I want legal representation.
I just want to make sure you're taking the fifth to any questions I asked you about this protective order. Is that correct?
I am no longer going to say we did anything wrong or we did not do anything wrong.
Third time. Are you taking the fifth to any question related to this order of protection that's marked as an exhibit in this deposition?
I don't know. Am I allowed to get my lawyer on the phone? Am I allowed to somehow call him and talk to him?
You are allowed to get your lawyer if you have a lawyer.
After today, I will have a lawyer. Yes.
Well, we're not here.
No, we're not after today. We are here right now in the moment. In this moment, do you have legal representation? If you don't have legal representation, then shut the F up. Answer the question as they are asked. Nothing more. This is not a hard thing to do. Like, the reason it's taking so long on this deposition is because she is just completely unhinged. Good Lord Almighty.
Here, we're still here in the now. You got to take this deposition today. Okay. So I want to make sure you're taking the fifth to any questions I asked you about this order of protection. That's all I'm asking you.
No.
No, you're not. Okay.
I don't know. You're trying to get
let's
me
do it this way.
arrested in Ohio.
I'm not trying to get you arrested. I mean, you raised this.
Oh, yes, you are. And so is he. And he's the stalker, not us.
Ma'am, we're going to ask questions here and we're going to get answers. I know it takes longer than normal. Maybe because you're pro se, and I understand that. So I'm here to accommodate this, but we have to ask. There's a question still pending.
On you,
the answer, and I don't know. The question about, are you taking the fifth to any questions related about this order? So if you don't know, I'm going to proceed. And if you have another, I've asked another question and you want to exercise your rights.
I don't know.
I'm not even done with the question, ma'am. If I ask you another question, you're free to exercise your rights under the Fifth Amendment, but you got to do it question by question because I asked you, I try to make
Okay, I'll do it question by question.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. So now we're somewhere.
You are aware that there's a civil stalking protection order entered against you in the state of Florida and state of Ohio, correct?
Fraudulently, yes.
All right. And a court has made a finding after a hearing that
fraudulently, yes.
Okay, hold on. That you should be restrained from committing acts of abuse or threats of abuse against Jeremy Hales and against his paramour until October 10th, 2025, correct?
And we did not. We have not.
Did you answer the question correct?
Yeah, correct.
All right.
All right. This is easy. We're getting somewhere.
So here it says, after a hearing, the court found by a preponderance of the evidence that you had knowingly engaged in a pattern of conduct that caused Mr. Hales to believe that you will cause physical harm or has caused mental distress to Mr. Hales.
We were not allowed to defend ourselves. And when I tried to appeal, they told me I wasn't allowed to. The clerk of court did. We're working on an attorney there too. I've already found one. I just need to pay him.
Oh.
That will get overturned. He done it under perjury. And it will be proved because I have the proof.
Okay, so you're calling okay, that's fine.
Yes, Mr. Hales perjured himself to get the order. Yes.
Let's talk about the other videos. So the first video you've identified that you're going to play in the court before Judge Thomas's is this video on the property you described with John on the road.
Attorney Chris Farley.
The other video is public humiliation that he did to me at a town hall meeting.
So it's a video of the town hall meeting?
It's a video of the town hall meeting that Mr. Hale stood up in and told the whole town that I was going to kill them. Yes.
Oh. So you would have this on film? Like that's not hard to prove. It's pretty simple. It's just like, so if he filmed the town hall meeting and he said that he was scared of you, that you were going to delete him, then you're going to show that video. Absolutely. We just need to know what videos it is that you're going to show. That's pretty simple. Man, she is easy to get set
Kill
up.
somebody in the town. Yes.
Oh.
I want to make sure I understand, because I haven't seen this video. You're saying you have a video of a town hall meeting of Otter Creek, Florida, in which Mr. Hale says what?
That I'm a danger to the town and that I'm going to kill somebody. That shots are going to fire. Yeah.
Okay. So is he not allowed to say that? I don't know. There's a possibility he's allowed to say these kinds of things. You tell me. I'm an idiot. I mean, if he stood up and said this, okay. So is that humiliating to you? That he feels that you might be a danger to yourself or to others? Good to see you, Frank. How you doing? Film? What film? When was that? Who said I had a video? John never had a gun. John had a gun. I never went to a town hall meeting. Shame on you. Hello, Mr. Coop. Nice to see more folks jumping on the crazy neighborhood LIEnette show. This nutcase doesn't know the difference between the truth and a lie. No, it is so weird.
Yep.
All right. And who took that video?
I did.
So you were there?
Yes.
Okay. When was that meeting? Do you know?
Prior to any orders. I'm not sure of the date. I'd have to go back into my phone, way into it, and look it up.
All right. So these two videos, how long are they in length?
Not the one is not very long. The other one is, I don't think it's very long either.
Okay. All right. And then the other videos that you mentioned, the 3 to 5, are the ones you're getting from the court, and you just got
that
them.
that I have transcripts of. I was planning to use, and I'm going to wait until my attorney tells me what to do. The attorney, I have 2 lawyers. One of the 2 is going to take the case today, so I'm pretty sure it's Silverman.
As you sit here today, you're telling me that you're going to use any video you want of Mr. Hale's, basically, right?
No. No.
What are you saying?
I know the videos that I want to use. I'm just not, I don't know how to be a lawyer. I'm waiting for the attorney to take over the case. He'll know what to do.
Okay. So I just want to make sure the videos you mentioned are videos that Mr. Hale's made. You haven't decided which ones you want to use of his. Is that correct?
One of them is the one where he says he's going to stand across the street and have AK-47s pointed at us. That's already been made.
Ma'am, you've already played that one. Anything else?
Right.
I'm asking about the new stuff.
There are other videos like that.
Thank you, Wesley. I appreciate you.
How are they like that?
If I tell you, you're going to tell him and they're going to be removed.
No,
so,
man.
You have them right now? Again, I appreciate you.
Do you have them?
No.
You don't have them?
I had them. I no longer have them. No.
Okay. What happened to them?
The drive got erased by accident.
Oh.
So they need to be remade.
What drive would that be?
A Google Drive I had. I was putting the videos in a Google Drive and I don't know how to. I'm computer illiterate and I wiped out the stupid drive.
So as you sit here today, you don't have any of these other videos that you might be using, correct?
I can get them.
How can you get them?
I can get them.
How can you get them?
By rewatching them.
Wow. sweetheart, that means you're going to watch all of Jeremy Hale's stuff? That's crazy. She dirty deleted her evidence. Oh, that is so funny. She dirty dealing, get down and dirty, just like a dirty. But she doesn't watch his videos. Well, she's going to have to go through like his whole catalog of videos just to get to the one where he's doing something that she's accusing him of. Huh?
Okay. So let's talk about that. When you say rewatching them, you mean rewatching Jeremy Hale's on YouTube?
Only the clips that I have saved that I know about. I know which ones in my head. And you know that there is a paper that was given. It says evidence. The videos that I had been using are listed on that paper.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, let me see.
Oh my God. Wait a second. If she goes through phones like some people go through McDonald's, how does she have a video of town hall on her phone if it was filmed possibly on another phone? She probably uploaded it to Google Drive. If you know, you know. You know? Funny, she told the Thomases that she's only seen a couple of his videos. Of course, only the ones she's wanted to see.
If I can find it. And
you don't have to find it. There's no question. Ma'am, please stop. There's another question I'm going to ask you. Please stop. I'm not asking you to look for something, ma'am. Please stop. Okay?
I can still look for it and answer your question.
Oh,
you
okay.
can.
That's fine. All right.
Oh, stop.
So look at the screen, man. I want to show you this one. This is our next exhibit, whatever the number is for the court reporter.
4.
Okay. Do you see this?
Yes.
This was filed on January 2nd, 14 days ago, 2024. Is this your petition by affidavit for order to show cause for a violation?
Well, yeah.
Okay. And again, you wrote this?
Yes.
Okay. Is everything in this exhibit true and correct?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay. So here we go. On December 31st,
Oh no, that right there is the closed captions. Yes, I have the closed captions on. I figured give you guys something a little peaceful to look at. It's a little more calming looking at purple than seeing her scream in blue and red, just anger. Trying to find a peaceful color. Yeah, keep an eye on her glass. The reflection you see. Yeah, JC moving around from time to time. You think you need some Excedrin from a headache from Oliver yelling. I know what you mean. It's just like, oh my God. I thought watching the debate was bad last night. Oh my Lord Almighty.
On YouTube, Jeremy Hales and Martha together did a live video and referenced myself, Turtles, John Cook, etc. Okay. Do you understand that this you think that this is a violation of the injunction by referencing yourself, Turtles, and John Cook?
The deputy filed it with the state as well. It's been filed with the state.
Do you believe that this first sentence, if they reference you?
Yes, I do believe that they violated the order on that day by doing a live video and using my name, my image, my likeness, humiliating me, degrading me. Yes.
And they called you.
I believe that it is cyber-stalking and abuse.
They called you Turtle Lady?
They called me all kinds of names, yes.
They called.
I mean, I can think of a lot of names to call you. I mean, if you're raising turtles, Turtle Lady would be a compliment. Can't watch her with earbuds or I will go deaf. Yeah, my Southern Red Sox girl. Oh my gosh. My wife is also a fan of the Red Sox. I mean, she's born and raised in the South, but for whatever reason, she's always been a fan of the Red Sox, which is pretty awesome. Anyway. It's the cold. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to make that so loud. Sorry. is the bad part about being sick and doing this for streams, because you're just sitting there going, like, so bad. Mary is who gave her that name. Ooh. Mary Groot called her Turtle Lady. That would be a compliment. My nephew always got made fun of. They called him Turtle Boy because he literally has no chin. Like I joke not whenever I say this. And you know what? You know what he did from that? Because he was made fun of in, elementary school and all that kind of stuff. He embraced it. Besides embracing it, he learned to dance. Whenever I say he learned to dance, I mean he learned to ballroom dance. And also took jazz, tap, he took like all kinds of dance lessons. And the amazing thing is he found the most gorgeous girl in the school, the absolute drop dead gorgeous girl in the school, and started dating her, married her like right out of high school. And they've been married. They have twins now. They've been married for what, 15, 20 years now? Yeah. Yeah. Right out of high school. And everybody called him Turtle Boy. Oh, they made fun of him. Oh, my Lord. He was just like, yeah, I guess it's a little bit turtleish because I don't have a chin. And you know what? He ended up making friends because he didn't let it bother him. And he said, hey, might as well embrace it. Have a good time with it. Married the most beautiful girl. And why? Because he was the only guy that was in any of the dance troupe classes that they had. So he got to dance with all the girls with the great legs. It was just absolutely, and it's so, yeah, it is so sweet. That's what I'm saying. It was like it's one of the best stories. And it warms my heart because just like, yeah, women love guys who can dance. Guys that are sitting there going, oh well, she's, I might be out of shape, and I'm not that attractive. I will tell you what, if you know how to dance, go take some freaking dance lessons. If you go and take some dance lessons, learn how to dance, women appreciate that so much because they really enjoy a guy that will dance. Just dance. My wife loves it. My wife and I, we can go out dancing anytime we want to, have a great time. But if you're looking to hook up with some women, just go take some dance lessons. Screw that. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Called you Turtle Lady? Yes?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Do you have a video of them calling you Turtle Lady?
The video is on his live.
On December 31st.
The state's department has it. The state's attorney has all of it.
On December 31st, there's a YouTube video you're referring?
Yes, they did it. He did a live. Yes.
Did you watch it?
And now I'm sure it's going to disappear.
Did you watch it?
I only watched the parts that I needed to.
How did you do that? It's a live stream. Did you watch it afterwards?
Yes, sir.
So.
Damn right, Dan. I mean, the thing is, you don't even have to be a great dancer. It just takes that confidence of getting out there and dancing. That's the best part about it. Call them. My precious. Oh my God. She claims she wasn't in the Shrek movies, but somehow she's starring in them. Yeah.
Oh, how are you, if it's streaming, how are you able to get to the parts that you referenced? I don't understand.
A transcript, sir. I was sent it by a friend. Told me that I needed to watch it, that he did a video and again spoke of me and used my name, my likeness and everything. So I looked at it after the fact.
All right.
See, here's the thing. That's insulting to call him. here's the thing, and this is one of the things where why I did send that letter to Megan and to Tug. I have no idea who these people were that sent me an email. One, and this is a very important thing. One, I don't appreciate people telling me that I have to do something for them. I don't mind doing things for people at all, but let me do things on my own. Like, if I want to donate to a charity, I don't want to have a charity come to me and tell me that I need to donate to them to do something. That ticks me off to no extent. If you want to have, a debate about something, I've got no problem having a debate about things. But you're telling me that I have to promote you to do something? You can kiss my ass. I mean, I do this stuff for me. I do this stuff to have fun. I enjoy my chat. I like interacting with people, having a good time, smiling, laughing, writing weird songs that make no sense whatsoever, except in the moment. Like, if you listen to some of these songs in 20 years, you're going to go, oh God, that was a ridiculous song. What in the hell is this about? It wouldn't make any sense. The music makes sense in the moment. And it's fun. This YouTube thing is supposed to be fun. The problem is you've got people like her that try to weasel their way into people's lives, into things that they're doing, they feel passionate about, because they want to feel that passion also, because they don't have any of themselves. There's nothing wrong with that, but don't expect that you're going to get anything for it. Whenever I get an email that tells me, well, you should be covering it the other way, you're a grifter. Well, fuck yes. Excuse me. Yes, I am going to grift the ever-living shit out of doing this. Why? Because it's content. Them losing their shit is probably one of the most hilarious things that happened to me this entire week, because the rest of my week sucked. I was ripping out my porch and I got sick. You write me a freaking letter and want me to allow you to come onto my channel so we can discuss some bullshit? Why? Because you don't like that I'm exposing? Yeah, it's not like I'm riding some gravy train. I'm watching a damn video of somebody that is doing the most ridiculous shit. And to get upset over me for doing that, that's a you problem. I'm happy to chill out with people and have a good time. I mean, this is just a small portion of the content I do. I mean, if you look at it, I get tons of followers and watchers that watch whenever I do the Hale stuff, because it is freaking interesting. If you watch any of the cult streams that I've done, they're not quite as interesting, and so people don't watch them as much. I expect that. Oh my God. But these people that expect me to like kowtow to them, like if I'm doing something that I feel really is inappropriate. Like, there's been streams that I've done where I'm like, I'm just not happy with the way this is turning out, and I've stopped streaming that story or not talked about that story because I couldn't find any comfort or humor or anything that was enjoyable out of it. I think one of them was the Ghislaine Maxwell transcripts and the horrible things that were done to these young girls. I mean, at some point I was just like, yeah, I just can't do it anymore. Reading the report on Bridgemore, that stuff, or Bridman, that stuff was hard. It took me 2 nights to get through that because it's so disturbing. I want to have humor and fun, and enjoy doing this. This is what makes it so enjoyable. So just know that whenever you see the stuff that I do, it's not all what the Hales. Why? Because I like to cover shit that's interesting to me. This is interesting. What will these toothless pod have after what the Hales? What more will they have? What more content can they possibly do? Is it going to be the next person that they're going to attack or go after? And it's just drama. It's drama that I don't do here on my channel. You know, that's one of the reasons why I'm just like, no, I don't have time for it. I've got so many other things to do. I work a damn job, like a real job that makes money. YouTube doesn't pay you shit for this. This is entertainment for me. I do morning streams because I love reading the news in the morning and just get so much out of it, and watching and debunking all of the bullshit that's out there. That's fun. Yeah, exactly, Stacey. It's completely drama. It's not to be hateful to. I honestly feel really bad for LIEnette because she doesn't have the mental capability to understand that if she would just calm her shit down, life would go so much easier. But because she's just got this attitude of constant bitch, you lose the constant bitch attitude. You'd be surprised how far you can get. I don't know. That's just a personal aspect, I guess. Oh, thank you. You know, you watch your morning shows, and the thing is a lot of people watch the morning shows and they don't comment. I don't expect anyone to even comment in there or interact with the chat. It makes my day whenever you do, but it's there. It's there for my entertainment. And if you're enjoying whenever I'm enjoying it, ooh, that's what we want. Like I'll have a morning stream tomorrow. It'll be good. We'll have a great time. That's what this is supposed to be for. Fun.
How did your friend tell you about it?
I'm pleading the fifth. I'm not getting anyone else involved. They're terrified. I'm not giving out any personal information.
You're refusing to answer that? I'm taking your rights, exercising your rights under the Fifth Amendment to not answer that question?
Yeah, somebody sent me a message telling me that I'll answer it. Someone sent me a message telling me that he had done a live and that it was awful and that I needed to look at it. And so I did after the fact.
And how did this person communicate this to you?
They texted me, called me. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I don't know.
What's this person's name?
I plead the fifth. I will not give out any names. I will not make them targets of Mr. Hales. I will not. I plead the fifth.
Isn't it true, ma'am, that no one sent you anything about it? You watched the whole video.
That is not true. No.
You watched.
CJ, I'm not pulling that up, but that is damned funny. I love it, CJ. I love it. That would be awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Brenda. No, I enjoy doing the music. That's the other thing, Brenda. I love doing the music. I like creating music and having fun with different songs and coming up with different ideas. I mean, if you guys go and listen to the last one I did, it's just a bunch of, it's a group of people like giving a peace sign. That's you, chat. Just like, hey, what's up? And all the music in there varies. It's got everything from like really creepy piano music to bluegrass, punk, and rock and roll, and Celtic, just like driving hard stuff. It's all completely different music. None of it ties into anything that even the picture is about. Like if you look at all of the albums that I've put out there, it's just for fun. You can listen to them. You can put those things on in the background, make a playlist out of the songs that you enjoy, and just have fun with them. And they're easy to listen to. That's the cool part about it. Just enjoy that. That's why I do this. Is so you know, not only do I get to enjoy making it, you guys get to enjoy listening to it. And if you like the stuff, hell, hit the thumbs up on it. Yeah. Simple. I mean, it's like you can make a whole playlist. I've got probably maybe an hour or something of music, maybe 2. I don't know. I never really counted it. Light jazz, I could do light jazz too. I've got intro music that I've been working on. Like here, I'll give you an example. So what I did is, because I needed some new intro music, I created this for streams that are a little bit offbeat. So just check it out. This is pretty simple.
Running through the maze, I felt the pain, chasing what only a dream, break from the scheme. Waking up at dawn, all my fears are gone, almost not today, never, not today. Compromise, rise above it all, not gonna fall. Step by step I go, faster than the flow. Broke through every chain, I will not be contained.
See? Short, simple, and enjoyable, but it works for a great intro. And that's what I do, just for my own entertainment. And if you guys get to enjoy it, that's even better. Where do I get the animation? Oh, that's a very good question. So it is a combination of multiple different sources that I get them from. Some of those I'll get off of what is the thing? Like some of it I use off of neural frames. Like that song that you just heard, I have an entire video for that one. Maybe I'll play it at the end of this. But that video will be released along with all of the other music videos. All you have to do is look at like songs for the masses, and that's usually where I put all of the music that I do. All of that music usually ends up there, and I just do it for entertainment. Because you have to understand that you know, I'm an artist in a sense, not like a good one or anything like that, but like play music and draw and do 3D printing and things like that, that I have to keep my brain active constantly. Like I have to constantly be doing something that keeps my brain functioning. I don't know, maybe because I'm getting old. Yes, that's probably it. Donna Davis, good thing we have a drink. I don't have to drink a shot for every time she pleads a fifth. Oh God, I'd never be able to do it. Mr. Melatonin is making Fox calls him. Well, thank you, BK. Yeah, I mean, it was, and that was off the cuff. I was sick, and I did apologize for that. I hope I cleared up the record on that one. It wasn't meant to be mean or spiteful. I was just a little ticked off when people tell me how things I have to do. It just, you know, even Megan said that. I hate whenever people tell me I have to do something. Just, it's like that rebel in us. It just makes you want to fight. Yes. Here, I'll give you something special for that one. See, I've got these like really bad like animations that I did at the very beginning. had stuff like this.
Touchdown. Paper? Unbreaded.
Yeah. See, things like that I've got in there. It just, they're so crazy. Like, so one of my favorites is this one.
Stop. Okay, sorry.
It's fun. Gotta have fun with this stuff. You're an artist with a new venue and modern equipment you're very good at. Well, thank you, Brenda. I just have fun. Yes, Lena, you should be a fan of Rosalind Duke. She is absolutely wonderful. Attack kitties. Yes. The attack kitties. Well, and I've got to get this animation, and I want to do this animation. I need to put some new music to just because that dude is so impressive. I'm like, damn, he's like up on his toes and he's just got this. It is incredible. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's freaking incredible. Like, and that's the thing. I love seeing like what Megan showed me earlier with the lady that's given the rundown of the debate. I mean, I love that stuff. It just warms my heart. Like every bit of it warms my heart all the time. Like it's the whole. I guess I mean I enjoy the memes because they make you laugh, they make you think, they make you go, oh, that was ingenious. Have you been trying to find your pants, Rosalind? You might have, but last night was a long night. Just saying, Rosalind and I, we might have had a very late night. Pants or prison. Well, that's what Rosalind told me.
You watched the whole December 31st YouTube video that you.
No, I did not. I did not.
Let me finish
my question. We're making a record here.
East woman.
You watched the entire December 31st video you're complaining about in this exhibit. Isn't that true?
No, I did not. I don't watch any full videos. No, I did not.
Oh, maybe you should.
I can't stand his voice and his lies. It hurts me. It causes me emotional stress.
Well, and that's fair. That's fair. I'm with her on that. There's certain like YouTube channels that I can't watch because their voice would just drive me up the damn wall. Like it would give me stress. Like if she had a YouTube channel, I probably wouldn't watch it because her voice would just drive me up the damn wall. I mean, and there's been people that I've watched their stuff and then up to a certain point, and I'm just like, oh, their voice is just grating on me. I hope I never do that to you guys. That would be scary. I try to keep chill. His voice, well, and it may not be just his voice. It could also be his attitude. You never know. I mean, sometimes, and it's different for every single person. Like I think someone even put this in one of my chats. It was just like, well, I can't support you because you've had MLS on your streams. I'm like, well, that's a you problem. That's not me. Like, I don't have an issue with MLS. I don't have an issue with other people. I know who he is. We've streamed together, but do you expect me to delete all of my videos because you don't like him? No, that would not be me. Now, if you don't like him, don't watch anything that I've done with him. It's as simple as that. If you like the stuff that I do, then watch me for me, and maybe you get an idea of where I come at with a lot of stuff, which is probably good, maybe bad. Who knows? Weirdo. That's all.
I cannot watch the videos.
There you go.
Sorry, I can't take that. I left my phone on mute, sorry, or do not disturb. Or was telling everybody else to do it. Okay, so let's make sure I'm understanding this correctly. You either got a phone call or a text message from a friend, and then you went online. And by the way, this transcript that was sent, you actually provided that transcript, didn't you?
Oh, what is that? You actually talk to us without swearing all the time? That's very refreshing. Well, thank you. I try to avoid swearing all the time. I do use a lot of cuss words. I've tried to tone it down just a little bit. I know that Jeremy cuts a lot of the swearing out of his stuff, which is good. It's just good. I need to get much better. Y'all ever heard that one guy butt machine? I saw him in a small venue in Alexandria, Virginia. No, there was a band here that was a sort of a goofball band, and you can always look up the name on this. It was called, and don't be offended, but the name was Dick Delicious and the Tasty Testicles, and they were just basically a joke band, but they were fun. They were absolutely fun. So that. If you look them up, just look up Atlanta, Georgia, Dick Delicious, and the Tasty Testicle. They had a hard time getting shows because, well, who's going to book Dick Delicious and the Tasty Testicles to one of their shows? Make the death metal crowd want to switch to another label. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, you knew that band? Yeah. The Dick got arrested for selling drugs in Little 5 Points for to underage kids. Yeah. Boy, if you want swear, you need to come over to the UK. We do it as a normal part of any conversation. Well, and here, Mad Englishman. I am so glad you said that. Whenever my wife and I were in England. Let's see, were we in England or were we in Scotland at that time? We went to Scotland. So we went to England. We drove all around like Cotswolds. We were just all over the countryside. We did not. We enjoyed London because it was really cool. Just like the museums and everything, you just can't get elsewhere. Had a great tour in the British Museum. By Dr. Lawrence. He was archaeologist. Really good time. And we went over to Scotland, and we were in a pub, sat down to eat something, and I guess some dude wanted to start some shit. I guess he'd probably been drinking, and he looked over at me, goes, "What the fuck did you say?" I was like, "I didn't say anything." So I'll take you outside right now, whip your ass, and I was just like, no, that's not going to happen. Yeah. No, there's some, the English and the Scottish got some attitude. I'll tell you right there. That's even worse or better than, Dick got arrested for playing with his testicles in public. No, it was, well, he might've got arrested for that one too, Don Davis. Thank you. No, he might've got arrested for that one too, but I do know that he spent some time for dealing. I think it was LSD that he was dealing. LSD or ecstasy was one of those two. Yeah, he got in trouble for that. Because I remember talking with, it was either guitar player or bass player. And I said, so because I asked them when their next show was, and they said, well, we're going to be a while because Dick got arrested again for dealing. I was like, well, shit. So yes, British dry humor is the freaking best. I mean, yeah, not all parts of the UK. Some of us are very nice. That is very true. That's very true. But you get in some of the cities. I went to, what was it? The tattoo. I went to the tattoo in Edinburgh. That was it Edinburgh that we saw that at? Wherever the Mile is, I think that's Edinburgh. And one of our one of our friends, which he is from a little town outside of Leeds, showed up with his wife, and we went to the tattoo together, and it was wonderful. I've got videos. I might even have some of those up on my channel somewhere. But yeah, we went to the tattoo. That was an absolute blast. A really good time. We had like such a wonderful time. And of course there's the ode to haggis, which is pretty interesting. And we visited what was it? We visited Loch Ness, and you know, we just because why not? You're in Scotland. Who doesn't want to go visit Loch Ness? And we went around where they filmed what was it? Braveheart. And it was so funny because this guy pulls out this little child from the crowd. Like, she was like maybe 10 or 12. And they go, yep, that's about the same size as Mel Gibson, and puts a claymore behind him and says, yeah, you know that scene of Braveheart where he's grabbing the claymore from over his back like that? He goes, yeah, try doing that. Because it ain't gonna happen. Claymores are huge. Was it true that Mayor Dundee got so drunk that he urinated on her door and then opened the door to go? I don't know. That's crazy. He wasn't doing many shows for a while. He's a one-man band. He is a one-man band. He's an instrument he put together. He sat around, talked to everyone. He's that one guy. Song titled Butt Machine. Yeah. Sorry, I got.
Yes, to the sheriff's department. I screenshotted it. Only the parts that I was told about.
Well, how were you told about the screenshots?
Someone told me, and I looked at the transcript. I don't watch the video. I look at the transcript.
This is a purported transcript. What do you know about it?
After the videos are made, there are transcripts, and you can read the transcript. So I read the transcript.
And I will say, here's the problem with transcripts. If you've been paying any attention to the transcript that's been coming out on this, sometimes the words don't quite match up. Still that line from Frank Boyle. Curse the drunken sailor. He's my least favorite thing about me.
And the pertinent parts about me, I took screen.
Well, who did you go online and look at the transcript?
Yes, sir.
And did you read the entire transcript?
I read the entire transcript, yes. On that video, yes. And took screenshots of the pertinent things.
The pertinent.
At a certain point, he stops talking and he does his auctions or his mail. I don't watch that. I don't read that. I mean, I don't need that. He doesn't talk about me then.
So you only need the parts that he's talking about how crappy that you are. Got it. See, that's the screwed up part about me. I'll give you a little secret. Like, whenever people are like, oh, you know, the toothless pod, they're talking about you. You know what I did? I went to work. I don't pay any attention to it. Like, I honestly don't. Like, I've had people go, oh, they call you a grifter. Well, I love it. I'm glad that I'm considered a grifter. That's a damn compliment. They called you this, they called you that, they did this, they said that. No. Like, if I was I just don't, and it's not no offense against anybody that tells me this stuff. I think it's pretty awesome. But I don't have time. My schedule, my entire schedule, and this is no joke. My entire schedule is I get up in the morning, I do a stream. As soon as my stream ends, I'm switching hats, turning off all the lights, cranking up the lights in my office. I take my lift desk, it goes up in the air, and I start working. And I work until about noon whenever I take lunch with my wife. and then I work again until 4, 5 o'clock, and sometimes 6, 7, and somewhere in between I have dinner with my wife, and then I do another stream at night. And then whenever I finish up the stream, sometimes I'll go over to like MG. Sometimes I just shut down my computer and I take my happy ass to bed. Amazing. I don't have a whole lot of time to be concerned with what, Toothless or somebody else is talking about me. I check email throughout the day whenever I'm doing other work. None of this stuff bothers me. Like this is how you maintain like a peaceful life. That's the good part about being an old shit like me, is you don't care anymore. You say, hey, at some point you're just like, I can't be like Rosalind Duke where she'll research stuff like insane amounts. Like if you see my morning streams, most of the time I have no idea what I'm going to be talking about in the morning because I don't know what the news is going to. That's why I get so much enjoyment out of this, because I don't know Jeremy personally. I've never had the need to go stalk him and check out everything on his stuff. Some of you folks have been watching him for 5 years or more, however long he's been streaming. You've been there since the very beginning. Like you could probably name his children. You could name every car that he's had. I mean, there's things that you know about him that I don't know because this is all new to me. You love a good rage quitter. I love it. But in the crowd, Jill was seeing last night in the crowd. I saw Joe Cocker, who could uncontrollably on stage and then started singing again. There's also, what is it, the drummer for No Doubt. Yeah, the drummer for No Doubt usually would play with no pants on, like buck naked. And the time that I saw him play, he was so sick that he was like throwing up in a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket because he was so sick. That was at Midtown Music Festival 2000 something. Was that 90s? No, it would have been 2000s. Yeah, he was so sick that he was just like throwing up in a bucket because he was just not. He was sick, like not because he had been doing drugs or anything or crap like that. It was just physically like ill, like, but still the show must go on kind of thing. Yeah, you don't have any time to pay those shysters any mind. I got no time for the drama. Exactly. Ooh, blood vessel and the bad manners. Yeah. Gwen's brother, research things too much sometimes, then I have to back off because it pisses you off. Oh yeah, that's the thing. The stuff that I research usually has nothing to do with anything. What was it that I was researching the other day? Because I was curious. Don't remember. I pulled it up and I was just like, oh, this interests me. I think it was like how many what was the hell? Damn it! It'll come to me eventually. I mean, it would have been something stupid and weird, like how many pickles are pickled in the United States. It would have been something stupid like that. That's the kind of shit that I research, like useless information.
He only
weird.
talks about his business in the front of the videos.
Oh, in the front. Business
All
in
right.
the front.
Let's go on the rest
Oh,
of the rest
business
of
in the
this
back.
You know what? Do you want to take well, this is a point we could take a break. We're going to take a short break to go to the restroom.
Yeah, that would be good because
Okay. Let's take a 10-minute break. It's 11:41. Let's go back at 11:51. Court reporter.
Kind of feel like we were already in the restroom. So much crap has been coming out of her mouth. And now I could stop and debunk everything, but we're just literally getting started. It gets so much better or worse, depending on who you are. Yeah, we're going to be using this in federal court.
Oh, love it. See, and this is why we have so much fun doing this, because it's entertainment. I mean, You get to hear weird stories about me. Chat communicates with each other, and they have these interesting stories. We have fun doing this. And all the drama, all the weird stuff, it doesn't have to happen. One thing that I learned pretty early on with doing YouTube, which I am so glad that I surrounded myself with some really good people. And that was that, this is a weird space to be in. It really is. And if you surround yourself with good people, you stay out of the drama. Like you don't get involved in trying to go after people on a constant basis. If you're showing videos because something interests you, that's one thing. But it would be like me going and saying, well, I'm gonna pull up everything that Rosalind Duke did, and I've got to like debunk all of the stuff that she's talking about and make it like my life's goal to go after Rosalind Duke. I love Rosalind. She knows I would never do that. But if I did something like that, I would be creating drama. And then I would be telling people, well, you need to go and she's this kind of person. She does this and let's go and like bring her down. That would be bad, because that doesn't make anybody any better than anybody else. I'd like to think that there's hope for LIEnette. I really do. I really hope that that she comes out of this and ends up running a successful, turtle sanctuary or bird sanctuary or monkey sanctuary or whatever it is that she decides to do, and that she stops, attacking, stops going after them, and really, calms her shit down. I hope the best for everybody. I want everybody in this kind of space to succeed. And me destroying somebody doesn't help them succeed. It just makes me look like an ass. But I will make fun of people if they come after me and try to attack me, because I'm useless. I mean, I really am. Outside of that, I'm a complete idiot. Please debunk me. You need the boost. I love it. No, that's the beauty of it is it because there's too many people out there that want to bring other people down. And I guess it's an insecurity thing. I do like to joke, and I like to have fun. And I also like to surround myself with people that are smarter than me, which is just about everybody. In case you didn't know, I am the big artard. I'm not the brightest. I just like to have fun. So that's me. Just weird and goofy. Yeah, so many weird stories that have happened in your life. I don't comment much because there are people that oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And hopefully she's still in prison. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. No, whenever I say that, I'm laughing. I really am, because we know the truth. We know that whenever I say that, I'm downplaying the person that I am. It is a self-deprecating humor. I don't have low self-esteem. Trust me on that. There's no lack of self-esteem there. My wife would tell you the same damn thing. You are a little bit too much into yourself. Like, yes, I am. I love you. But we all deserve to shine. That's right, damn it. I may not be the brightest bulb in this here pack of 50 watts, and I might be a 40 watt, but damn it, I can shine too. And no, I really do not ever feel that I am I will say that I am not the smartest person in the room. But I do not have a self-esteem issue. I do not get depressed. I mean, I get down and unhappy, but no, I don't ever feel bad about myself or my situation in life. I'm probably very blessed to be where I am. Considering where I came from to where I am now, I'm peachy keen. So that's that. No, don't ever worry about me on that. Now, the only thing you have to worry about is like maybe one day I just like disappear. That would be strange, wouldn't it? Anyhow, everyone have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I will have a stream set up at some point in time for tomorrow morning. Double check and make sure that I ended the poll here. Yes, I ended the poll, and see who is up and running. Looks like the expert's up and running. I'm going to send all you fine folks over there. Have a good evening. I'll see you in the morning. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up for the expert. Show him some love. And I will see you guys. Should be tomorrow morning. Those that make it by, those that don't. Well, then I'll see you tomorrow night. Peace, y'all.
George, psst. Are you ready to show everybody where our new home is?
Before we show you, we want to show you why. Why the Hales would we buy where we bought?
What did you say?
I said, Jeremy, I'm a huge fan.
George is out in the parking lot. Look at that. Am I on the naughty list?
When we don't even drink it. There was one improvement. I actually received this bill 1 day after its due date. Every meeting. And you're gonna bring the police to remove me. I didn't start this war with the neighbors, but I fully intend on winning it.
I can't, sir. I cannot hear you very well. Not at all. I have to hold you up to my ear to hear you. Something is wrong. Can you please check your mic? I do not have perception of time. I don't have perception of dates and times. I do not, and my brain does not work that way. My child just fell down. You are not a nice person.